Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special PAPAtv Live. My name is Brian Tessier, and I'm here tonight with Fred Cochran. Hi, Fred.
Brian.
Here with DJ Rio. Hi, DJ.
What's up?
And a small little group of players. And tonight we are going to bring some Iron Maiden gameplay your way. We just got this thing in. We just set it up, and we're anxious to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, I just actually got back here about an hour and a half ago with this. Got it all set up. Thanks to Jake for helping me out getting it set up. And got the box in the background somewhere in a shot, so be kind of fun. So round trip to Columbus. Thank you to Trent and Tilt Amusements for providing the game. And DJ, who's next to me, also got one.
That's true. And I'll tell you, it's one of those games that is really just completely different than a lot of the stuff that's come out in the last couple of years, if not longer, because the play field is, it's very unique. And there's a lot of shots on it, and the rules are already pretty well intact. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things added and changed as we go along, but it's just a great game. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I think the one thing we were talking before was that this has been used in 2 tournaments already. There was one used in the Midwest Gaming Classic, and then the tournament that you actually won.
This is correct.
Down in Oklahoma City. We've got a pickle trophy here for DJ, holding a pinball.
He makes the Cactus Jacks sound, you know?
No, it's a cactus. It's not a pickle. But DJ won by defeating Trent Augustine by 90 points on Liberty Bell.
Wow.
He drained and won.
I did. I feel like it was a redemption, kind of a redemption win for me from something that happened 5 years ago in Pinburg, where I was playing a game called Gator. If you guys are familiar with Gator or not. Yeah, I lost by a 50-point outlane switch on that one to knock me out of the Pinburg finals.
Oh.
That sounds unfortunate.
So it took 5 years, but here we are today. And
that's why I don't play Pinburg anymore. I don't want to get depressed.
It's really funny because I was complaining about that bank. I was like, oh, this is the worst bank. This is the worst one. Why did you pick this one, Adam?
Nice.
You picked the worst one.
So as we said, this is a special broadcast just for this game. We will return back next Monday to do our regular scheduled show of Doctor Who and Solar Ride. Of course, these games are all subject to change. We were supposed to use Cosmic Gunfight actually next Monday, but we used it last week, so that's all tentative. So Path of Play, we want to talk about Path of Play for a second. Mike Primo up in Canada, our good friend to the north, is having Path of Play Day on April 28th, and what they're doing is they're having gaming to help with autism. I know his son is autistic, and they want to have families come over and join them for gaming fun. And I know he's been doing a great job, and he's actually been having people come over to his house and do it. So congrats to Mike and all the success. If you want to donate, you can go to pathofplay. Is it .org or .com? I can't remember which one it is. .com. But you can go to his website. You can donate on the website. There are teams on there. Papa has a team, and you can donate to Team Papa or any one of the great other teams that are on the website. And I think Mike is still giving away shirts if you donate at the $50 level. And I believe we're still matching a T-shirt. If you donate to Team Papa, then we give you a T-shirt also from our inventory. And then let's get Chris starting up Iron Maiden here, because nobody wants to hear me talk. We want to play some.
Yeah, I think our chat room wants to see some gameplay here, so we're going to bring it to you guys.
So we're going to be here for a little while playing some Iron Maiden. So again, this is the first time we've played this game, most of us anyways. So we're going to discover how to play the game right along with you guys.
Just have some fun.
Yeah, have some fun. So we got Chris. Chris is going to play with James, one of our producers. Jake with the yellow shirt, who was lauded for his yellow shirt on Monday. He wore it again because the Penguins are playing tonight. And Alexander Kazmarsik, who's in our background here, is going to play. So what can you tell me about the game, DJ, from just playing it a little bit in Oklahoma?
Well, I can tell you that you can't just kind of walk up to this game and figure it out. You need to spend a little bit of time with it. There's a lot of unique things going on with the game, a lot of things to shoot for. I know that they had it set up on the floor for the first day, and you can just kind of come up and play it and kind of work on it a little bit and figure it out. But I'd say the easiest thing to figure out was that you can see in the two flashing green arrows there. That's your light lock has been completed. You do that through those 3 drop targets that are up to the middle center there. Woo. And so an easy way to kind of get started on this game is to try to tag those guys out and then go for those lock shots. I found the right orbit to be pretty tough to hit, but the spinner shot was pretty nice there. You might not be able to see it unless you hit it with the ball, but right to the right of that mini flipper up there, there's a spinner there as well. There's actually 2 spinners on this game. You have that one there, and then you have another one down towards the bottom left. If you see that little kind of inverted horseshoe on the left side there's a spinner there as well.
Oh, yeah, I can see it moving now.
Yep.
Yeah, right here, right below the pop bumper there on the bottom.
Yeah.
If I didn't know to look for it, I'd have never seen it. Okay, I could really tell now when it's ripped, but
yeah. Yeah, because when you think of these games, in most games you'll see them on the orbits or whatever, but in this, the layout that Keith came up with, which is fantastic. It's very unique and has a lot of unique shots that haven't really been seen in pinball, at least on a complete table like this. And that's the one thing that first caught my eye, other than the artwork and everything, because I was a Maiden fan back when I was 14 years old, and I was really excited to see the artwork. But the actual gameplay is really unique to go along with the artwork. So the game is, in my opinion, just from playing it like once or twice, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, with your flipper layout there, you got a little bit of a Twilight Zone feel going on, with the mini flipper on the left and the other one on the right.
Yeah, it really does kind of seem like it.
Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, that little mini flipper shot, much more difficult than the one on Twilight Zone.
All right.
Yeah, there's actually 2 shots there. Yep. There's one that's like an inner right below the right corner of the ramp, and then there's one outside that one, which the one with the flashing X you can see in the top right-hand corner, that's easier to hit. The inner loop is much more difficult to hit. I couldn't hit it for the couple times that I tried to hit it. So
yeah, it's pretty tough. It's going to take some time to get used to, kind of dialing that shot in on this game. But you have a lot of stuff that you can shoot from that mini flipper, right? You do have those 2 loop shots, but you also have the 3 targets there that you can kind of take out. But you also have that mummy captive ball, and that's a pretty important shot on this game. Because completing that takes you into your mode, and then some of those modes are mini multi-ball modes, and
So if you hit the captive ball, if I remember correctly, the white shots that are lit on the play field right now will advance your eddy letters, and once you advance your eddy letters, then it'll light your next mode where you have to shoot the sarcophagus. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then you can change that mode through the lower left spinner.
Ah.
Yeah. And that's on the play field. It's cycling through. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's the only way that you can change the mode is through that spinner, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so he shot the... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've played this game for the first time not even a week ago, so...
Yeah, I'm sure, and obviously when you're in competition, too, you're not, you're not sitting there studying all the rules like you normally would, if you have a week or 2 in advance or whatever.
Exactly. I was trying to just come up with my own little mini strategy, and I think one of the first things that I kind of caught on to was I was watching Trent play it, actually. And what he would do...
Good choice. That's a good choice.
Yeah,
Very good choice.
If you want to watch somebody, Trent might be a good option. Yeah. So, one of the things that he was doing that I started doing was just holding that little mini flipper up and allowing the ball to peg into those drop targets to move it up to the light lock.
Kind of reverse Star Trek thing.
Yeah, it was nice. That actually moved me from like a 10 to 20 million point game to 200 to 300 million point game.
That's a big difference, man.
Yeah. It was just one of those things where it made it a lot more controllable. Instead of trying to flip at it unless it was that top target, sometimes it was kind of difficult to get off the bounce. But you get a little bit of a nudge off of that flipper, and you can most of the time get all 3 of those targets one way or another.
So Chris has come out of the gate pretty well, and you would never guess that he's never played this game before.
Is this his first roll?
This is his first time playing the game. He was messing around with it a little bit before, but
his first Iron Maiden rodeo.
I know Lewis, our producer, who is an encyclopedia of rules. As Chris was playing it, Lewis was behind him, just rattling off rules from what he watched with Keith Elwin when he did his when they did it on YouTube, or the release that Stern put out that actually had all the rules on rule cards.
Super slow.
So yeah, he's already he's at 100 and he's at almost 100 million on ball one, and
yeah. So that one award that he just got there is I think it's called a Tombstone Award. It's you collect it by hitting that right orbit. And I didn't catch if he had gotten any of the other awards yet, but I know that when I was playing it in competition, I was able to double that shot, and it doubled the 15 million point award to a 30, and that was huge in that round because most people weren't putting up more than 30 or 40 million total.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it seems like I've seen I saw the first stream, then they did another one with the updated code because we had to update our code when we got it. The points aren't as easy to come by.
They're not. No, it's going to take a lot of comboing, a lot of kind of utilizing the power shots, which if you see on the screen to the left,
right?
Building those up can turn into big points.
And I like this countdown sound. It's like a plane going to crash into the ground. So, so Chris with his his strong start about 154 million.
I'll take that. That's
so. Yeah, the DJ was talking about the shots on the left. Now, at the beginning of the ball, you get to select another song if you choose to. And there's a number of different songs you can play. It just depends how much of a diehard Maiden fan you are and which one you want to play.
Which is really nice to be able to change the song. I don't know why they didn't do that on some of the other music theme games, but I guess in some it's kind of hard because they're linked to modes. In this one, it's not. So it was nice to give that option. And be able to rock out to whatever you want to rock out.
Yeah, I listened to Power Slave on the way home.
Nice.
The suggestion from my wife to she's like, "Are you listening to Iron Maiden while bringing Iron Maiden back home?" And I was like, "That's a really good idea."
That is a great idea.
I had to do it, and now I'm listening to more Iron Maiden.
Great album. What would you say your all-time favorite Iron Maiden album is?
Oh, this one, Power Slave, easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling you right before, whenever I was a kid, I slept out when I was 14 years old for tickets for the original Power Slave tour, and I was sitting in the second row. It was one of the greatest concerts I've ever seen, and it was unbelievable.
I haven't always been really wild about the metal rock and roll theme pinball games from a theme perspective, but Iron Maiden is one of those bands that was my favorite band when I was 13 years old. I just thought they were super cool. They were kind of intriguing and different. And
how could you not look at their artwork and be like, I have to listen to that? That's actually how I got into Maiden. I saw the album cover for Killers.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? I have to listen to it right away.
The artwork and everything, I just thought it was so super cool. I was like, these guys are gods.
I just want to inform you that CDs is playing versus Alexander, and it's just me versus Jake. I'm just ignoring everything that just happened.
Well,
there's an A division and a Jake and Jim division.
Well, you guys combine. You guys can combine scores.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you guys can combine scores. So
here's our J Division champion then.
So he's gonna pick Number of the Beast, which iconic song by the band.
Yep.
One of my favorites.
And he's already got Dangers, even though he has a ball save. That's why he's playing in the James division. He's trying to save it during the ball save.
The J division here, right?
The J division. I saw Nick Jaquay actually tilt out in C division with a ball save on Congo during playoffs.
Ouch.
And he lost. That's my shout out to Nick Jaquay.
He can be kind of rough with that stuff.
So, but when you're in the heat of the moment, you just don't know.
Yeah.
So, especially when you're on PAPAtv and you're in the J division, you try to ball save and you fail.
Now this ball's cruising on this game, but it looked like he just chilled a ball and it just shot across the table with some serious spin on it.
Yeah, it's playing mean. It's brand new. I didn't no wax, no nothing. Just opened it up and put it on.
This game, there's just so many options for comboing shots. It just, for me, this is the kind of game I like. Lots of flow and just lots of different things to do.
Excellent.
Yeah, the game, like I said, in recent memory with games, this one came out of the box tournament ready, and like I said, this is going to be one of those games that everybody's already talking about it. The LEs and the premiums already sold out.
Wow, did they really?
Yeah, they already sold out, and the pros, from what I understand, are in high demand. So
I was told the band bought 50 LEs just for themselves. They're going to take them on tour with them.
Yes,
and
As
set
they
them
should.
up.
yes,
And then when they're done with the tour, they're going to give them to all their road crew.
that's fantastic.
Oh, that is
And that's Iron Maiden.
incredible.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me they were going to put them on their 757.
Well, I was going to say that there's probably going to be at least one mounted to the 757. Right?
Yeah, if anyone has never seen it, look up Ed Force One on YouTube or just on Google, and the band has their own 757 with the logo on the side. How metal is that? And the lead singer Bruce Dickinson flies it.
Yeah, he's a licensed pilot. He has
It's unbelievable.
thousands of hours of flight.
How cool is that? Like, you play in one of the most iconic metal bands.
Where
and
do you find time to become a
That's what I want to
pilot?
say. Like, when did he do this?
He was also
right?
a professional fencer. He was a professional fencer.
What was he like, selling items on the corner out of his trunk,
I-
or with the epee and the?
I think it's the wrong kind of fencing, but that's okay. He set up his own little business over in Yorkshire, I guess, maybe. I'm not really sure if that's where he's from. It probably isn't.
I'm gonna bet he has a body double, and they'd go out on tour for a little while, and he'd just like learn how to fly and fence and. Do all that
But he's
kind
the
of
lead
stuff.
singer. How do
It's
you
crazy.
can't. Everyone's got a unique voice.
Hey, there was that time where he quit Iron Maiden for a little while, and he just kind of did his solo thing.
He did. He left the band. Blaze Bayley was the singer, I believe, I know for at least one album. I'm not sure if it was two, but those guys kind of were off the map for a short time. I actually saw them at a club, which was unbelievable to me because I saw them in stadiums, I saw them in big arenas, and then
Yeah.
I saw them in a club that held 2,000 people. And it was with Blaze Bayley, and if you're a Maiden purist, it was
It was probably metal loud,
yeah.
but intimate, right?
Yeah,
You
it
could,
was-
be
it was
right up
crazy.
in the front there, and
Fear Factory opened
Yeah.
for them, which was
Fear,
Fear Factory
okay.
opened for
Yeah,
them,
I like
and I
that.
couldn't believe they were actually playing a club, but they've since now gone back to headlining stadiums, doing arena tours.
Like
And-
I saw them in a college gymnasium
No
here in
kidding.
Pittsburgh in '88. So.
Oh wow!
What was that down in Duquesne?
Yeah, down at Duquesne University.
Okay.
I think that's kind of like right around the time I was really getting into them.
Yeah, that was late '80s.
Well, just remember, I'm
Rocking
old
out.
too. When I was talking about seeing them in '84,
yeah.
I'm an old man. So, but Alexander Kazmarczyk up here playing now. He's got.
I
the,
was
the earphones
Kazmarczyk's
on.
age when I was getting into him.
I almost got kicked out of my first show with seeing Maiden on the Peace of Mind tour. I was smoking a cigarette with the house lights on, which is a no-no. And I almost got kicked out, and I begged and pleaded because it was my first concert at a big venue. And the guy showed mercy and only gave me a $120 fine. But I got to
How about
stay. I got to stay and see Maiden. So,
There you go.
Very cool.
but Alexander actually played this game in Stonehenge down in Ohio. Is that right, Alexander?
I don't think he was
Okay.
just playing it. He's been up there killing the game. I think he was camping out and just making sure that Tommy Beasley and all those other guys weren't going to touch his scores.
Well, that's what he does. He goes down to Ohio just to to get on and say hey to everybody, and walks out with a fistful of dollars maybe. But yeah, he played this game a few times, so wanted to make sure we had somebody that had some time on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike you and I, Fred, who
Yeah, I didn't. I think I played at ball.
I haven't touched it yet.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm
the more
excited
we talk
to play
about
it
it,
as
the more I
well.
want to play.
Did Trent not have one set up when you went to pick them up today?
We did not have him set up. In fact, Trent was leaving for Kalamazoo. To give Alex Harmon a plug, the Pinball at the Zoo is this weekend up in Michigan, up in Kalamazoo. So good luck to anybody making the trip to Kalamazoo.
Very cool.
I have never been to the zoo before, but this year the dates didn't just quite line up, unfortunately for me. But one of these days I hope to make it up there. Alex runs a pretty solid show up there, from what I understand. So good luck to
Very
Alex
cool.
and crew.
Yeah.
It's tough when you want to go to every event. We would love to go to every event, but that's just not possible.
Well, the way it is now with tournaments and shows and festivals and all the different things that go on, it's impossible to go to them all. There's so many. There's something.
It's quite a nice problem to have, right?
Yeah.
And there's no shortage of people going to those ones that you can't go to. That's for sure. Everything is doing well, and pinball is alive and well.
Yeah, pinball alive and well. Like I said, Iron Maiden, the newest machine, and like I said, the buzzer on this game is.
The Cactus Jacks tournament sold out, I think, a couple of weeks after it was announced. So, once they had finalized everything.
I heard it's a pretty solid show. I haven't been to that one either, but that was their fourth year, right?
It's actually not a show. It's just a tournament.
Just a tournament? Okay.
Yeah, it's a tournament that's held at a family fun center.
Oh, nice.
It's a very cool place. I met the general manager. She was super nice. She actually had been going there as a kid. Has been around there for a long time. So Cactus Jacks has actually been there for quite a long time.
Cool.
And they have probably 70 or 80 pinball machines there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's nice.
Plus a bunch that aren't even on the floor. They just keep them in storage. So they rotate stuff in and out. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. They really keep the pinball vibe strong there. Plus, they have all kinds of other games. It's basically kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese or a Dave & Buster's or something like that.
Well, hopefully they have better pizza.
They do have pizza. I did not try the pizza. I did try the beer.
Of course you did.
Well, anytime that you can go to a place and they have a $1.50 can of Fat Tire, yes.
I don't know what that is, but I'm sure that you were all about it, because I know when you go to get a beer, you take it off a menu.
Yeah.
So I know you're a connoisseur. So, and beer is on a menu now. You can't just go up and order a Budweiser. It's got to be on a menu.
I was really surprised at the great prices that they had there. It's just
nice.
It was really nice.
Good.
Some places could be pretty expensive, and they were just all around cool. And it was an easy place to get to. It's right west of the city. And really highly suggest anybody that's into tournament pinball outside of Oklahoma to travel out there and check out that tournament. And if you're in Oklahoma or nearby and you haven't been there yet, you got to go. It's just a great place.
So we just got an update from Keith Johnson in the chat. The Penguins are up 3-0. So thank you, Keith.
Excellent.
Brian thanked you, but I thank you as well, because I'm wearing orange and black tonight by mistake, and I'm wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs hat. So
what a weirdo.
So I look totally out of place, and I'm jinxing the team. And I'm glad I'm not ruining the Penguins right now.
The only reason you're here, Fred, is because you have the keys to the building.
At least you didn't accidentally.
Nice start by Alexander, 61 million plus his bonus.
Solid ball.
At least you didn't accidentally drive to Philadelphia today.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. That would have been far. 6 hours was enough for me.
577 switches. Check that out.
Nice job, Alexander. Nice ball.
Alexander's going for Switch Champ, is that right?
We're going for Switch Champ.
Is that a thing?
I don't think so, but
okay.
maybe it should be.
Now, if I make a game, I want that to be a thing.
Get that into the V1 code there.
I think what we should do, and I know everybody plays dollar games or whatever, but, do dollar games on Switch hits.
Exactly, right.
So people just go for Switch hits. That would be pretty funny.
I mean, on this game, you got so many options. You got 2 spinners, you got the pop bumpers. I mean, hey,
CD's just got 74 switches right there. Just on that spin.
Count them.
This is spinners are juiced. Oh, there goes a nice save. Let's see.
That was a double.
Let's see how Jake set the tilt, because he put the tilt bob in. I'll blame him.
Are we
the sharp slide save there.
Should I move it back?
Yes, to the left a little bit.
At the end of the ball. At the end of the ball, just move it to the left a little bit. So he didn't go quite full Josh Sharp on that save, but but it was enough to.
It's because there wasn't an explicitive.
There it is.
With that.
And there you go.
Perfect.
Look at that. Perfect. Nice job.
Thank you, Chris.
I mean, look at all the things they did. The metal ramps on here and everything like that too. It's such a nice touch.
Yeah, everything looks solid.
For a pro.
It really looks solid. And that ramp shot through the pop bumpers just looks delightful.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can lock this on the plunge.
You can short plunge it on the top, I think.
I don't
know if it'll stay, but let's find out. Let's
go for the super skill. Do you know? No, he didn't go for the super skill.
I don't know what I did there. That was just crap.
That was a terrible plunge.
So if you hold the left flipper and do a long plunge, it should make it around the loop and kind of like lay into the lock area up there.
Huh.
I don't know if it'll lock the ball or not. I don't recall that, but maybe we can see if someone.
I like the way he's
that.
thinking, though. It's not knowing it, you got to think that way sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll take that, whatever.
So
one of the rules that I picked up on in the game is the multiplier for the play field is done by the in lanes, and you can choose whether you want to use it or not, kind of like Walking Dead. and that'll give you your 2 times playfield.
Yep, exactly.
I do know that the inner spinner, for each shot that you make, it'll light an additional light and give you a higher value. And then if you hold the flipper up, you'll get 1 times the value. If you hold if you just leave the flipper down, it goes on the inner loop on the left. It's 2 times the value.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I did pay attention when Keith was talking a little bit.
Now, if you did notice, I've been watching some of the players here, and they're not leaving the flipper down up on that loop up there. They're doing the less value shoot the loop.
I gotcha. It's kind of like whenever you shoot the orbit on F-14 Tomcat, you put the flipper up.
It's tough.
Nice little nudge.
Going for more guaranteed value, I guess, over the trying to double it.
Sometimes the low-hanging fruit tastes good too, buddy.
Yeah, right. I know.
Well, we also talked about how
that's what I was doing in the competition.
And if we're talking about how if we're not familiar with the game, maybe you find out where that shot is and you use it later.
Yeah.
Where is the extra ball shot?
Extra ball is that's a good question. It's something orange.
Yeah, it's right here.
It's on the skill shot target.
Okay, it's on the skill shot.
So
target.
you do have 2 different skill shots. I don't think we talked about that.
Tell us about the silver skill.
Well, there's a regular skill which is flashing. You see the white arrow there on the playfield,
almost
pointing
right
at
in
that
the
target.
middle of the playfield.
Yep, you can just short plunge into that. Or if you want the super skill, Jake, you could hold your left flipper up, and the ball didn't go all the way through. It's got to go up a little bit further. It'll lay into that upper post, and then it'll give you a shot for the 2 loops there.
Okay, so you can shoot with that little mini flipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it increases the value, I believe, from 1 million to 5 million for the super skill, plus awards you some Eddie letters.
Nice. Everyone likes Eddie letters.
Yep. I was having a tough time with the plunge in Oklahoma, so I was kind of in a bind in the second round playing this game. I just tried to go for the short plunge, which I didn't hit any out of the 3 shots that I took for that one either. But
so Flight of Icarus is the ramp shots, alternate ramp shots, and you can combo them. But then if you shoot the same ramp twice, that breaks your combo. And then I believe the value is, wasn't it? I think there was a situation where you did it and it was lit up on the right-hand side with your jackpot was.
Huge.
I could be wrong. I need to pay attention to Keith's tutorial again.
Yeah. One other thing I want to mention about the skill shot too is that when you plunge that ball, it keeps that skill shot lit for the couple of seconds it takes to hit it. If you don't get it, the skill shot's gone. That's a nice touch I thought that they added to the code here.
Once it goes through that,
so that you're not trying to like plunge over and over and over and over or do anything like that.
Oh, so if it goes over to contact, it'll go away.
Yep.
Nice. No playfield validation then.
Exactly. So it's kind of like
Takes away the playfield validation.
one of the things that would be nice to add to a game like Ghostbusters. Get that plunge over and over thing out of the way.
All right, so I know there's when you make the shots, if you make a certain shot, then the target at the top will light up, and then if you hit the target, you can get a bullseye and get the double value, I believe is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how that works. So the blue lights are going to give him shooting down one of the fighters. I'm getting dizzy just watching the planes.
Down 4 fighters?
Four fighters.
He's got 2 left. Okay.
I keep forgetting to look at the screen, guys. I'm
Yeah,
too busy trying to look at the playfield of what's going on here. And there's this whole magnificent, screen with all this stuff going on.
Right. You're right.
How do you balance that as a player, DJ?
I just don't
in
look
a
up.
tournament setting.
It's really difficult, and I try not to look at the screen unless I have a cradle situation so I can kind of see where my status is at. Unless there's something in particular I'm trying to shoot for that I need to know a certain status.
30 million points for that. It was a 15 million point shot that he had doubled because of his doubler.
Ooh, and then he
Oh,
baby.
I hope he survives. Oh, he didn't.
Dude.
Nope.
Purgatory Eddie came out and got him.
Another interesting, since he tilted the ball there, I'll tell you, another interesting setting in the software. I'm not sure if this is on other games or not, but for this one, you can set the delay of the tilt bob to be more sensitive or less sensitive. So if you want to set it super sensitive, you can kind of get rid of the whole slide save issue.
Okay.
Because if it makes contact 3 times, it's going to tilt you out.
Right.
Whereas if it's less sensitive, it can hit a couple of times and it'll maybe give
Have
you
the
danger
delay.
and then a second danger. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Keith Elwin walking with the hat.
Yeah, I thought that
sure
was
is.
That is Keith Elwin walking with the hat, and he's following him.
A nice little cool cameo.
They're
there.
walking in unison, it looks like, actually. They're working in the same, same cadence.
Elwin right now, he's like just chilling, walking through the woods. No big deal. Kind of cool. And I believe that's his his tournament outfit too, the t-shirt and the shorts.
Oh, there's no doubt, but then he always has a different shirt on.
Yeah.
He always has an interesting, cool shirt on. Something like a Frontier shirt. Like, where do you get a Frontier shirt? So, Mummy Multi-Ball, Alexander's coming for Chris.
Switches. Here we go.
Switch champion, Alexander Kazmarzik. He's going to hit lots of switches.
Well, that's kind of the point of this one, isn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I should pay attention.
I have no idea. I shoot in a multi-ball situation like this. I'm shooting those
So
arrows.
34, 37, 50 switches in a second here, and then that'll light his jackpot, I guess.
So what I've been told by the elder Kazmarzik is that he's been putting up 500 to 600 million point games up on this. So let's see what he can pull out here on
No pressure.
ball too.
Well, he's gunning for CDs.
There you go.
That's
so
an add-a-ball.
yeah, so the left ramp when it's lit is an add-a-ball in multi-ball modes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, nice. I was
So it's
wondering
kind
what the
of
add ball was.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tougher shot. You got to go up through the pops.
That's like an
kind of a
X-Men
nice
shot
touchdown.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like going for the X-Men shots.
That or a Rolling Stones shot or a Kiss Orbit shot. Kind of the same idea.
Yeah, Kiss.
Did I say Rolling Stones?
You
I meant,
did.
I meant Aerosmith.
I was going to say, why would you even say Rolling Stones?
You know why? Because I'm sitting next to Brian and
There's a Rolling Stones behind us,
I'm
but
traumatized. He's never going to let me live that loss down.
so Team James and Teams Jake aren't looking too good right now. The scores are heavily in the professionals' favor. Yeah.
He's going for some power loops there. I kind of like this as a nice little extra strategy for the ball coming down that right side. You shoot that sarcophagus. If it would bounce to the right, you can go for loops. If it bounces to the left, you can go for locks.
All right, so he's got 4 of the 5 checked off right now.
Yeah.
Does anybody even know what happens if you get the 5th one?
Isn't there a mini wizard mode after the 5th one?
I think there is.
None of us got to it
We
last
get our
weekend.
producer to let us know about that.
We see.
So 2 minutes to midnight would be the 6th mode. Is that like a mini wizard mode or? Okay.
Yes, that is kind of like a wizard mini mode, I guess.
Okay.
There you go, Power Slave.
Very cool.
Rock it out.
I was also paying attention to Key's stream when they did the rule set and everything like that. That if you get a 6-way combo, there's a unique graphic that comes up on the screen. Like if you do the combos, he'll have Eddie with a guitar, and the 2-way combo has 2 necks. 3-way combo has 3 necks in the guitar. 4 and 5 for those shots. And then the 6th one has a special one. He said he was keeping a secret. So if someone can pull off a 6-way combo, maybe we can.
So what is the 6-way combo?
I'm not sure if it's like shooting the ramp, same ramp, or the
You
inner
just-
loop 6 times maybe.
Yeah, could you do both ramps 6 times and get it?
No repeated shots.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's got to be 6 unique shots on the playfield.
That would be tough.
All right. We need a
take the glass off.
we need a competition here. We need a chat log competition to see who can figure that out the quickest.
I like the way you're thinking. I think we definitely need to get that glass off.
Penguin update for those who don't care. 4-0 Pittsburgh.
Yay. Sorry to all of our Philadelphia watchers.
So Todd Seaver says on here that we're getting close to Cyborg Multi-Ball. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but hopefully we'll find it. What
Sounds
it
fun.
Not familiar.
is. Cyborg
with the name.
Multi-Ball sounds kind of like a Terminator 2 thing.
I have no idea what I'm going to do now.
Make some shots.
You're gonna
This
run to the
extra
hills.
ball.
Make some shots, please, because Team James is getting their butt kicked.
Yeah, they are. You need to make some things happen here, buddy.
I tried for that skill shot for that extra ball.
I remember listening to this song on the radio.
There you go.
Right?
Nice.
WDVE used to play this song.
Oh, he rips the ball out of his chest.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, so, you know, the extra ball wasn't turned on last weekend, so I didn't get to see that animation. That was the first time.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, he just pulls it right out of his chest. He's okay, though. It's merely
He's
a
Eddie, right?
It's merely a flesh wound.
Yeah.
It's only a flesh wound. Right. Gets hit by the car. Good shot, James.
The James Coons always wins.
Oh, I need so many ramps.
You need a lot of everything. There you go. Orbits are good.
Yeah, man.
Missing with the mini flipper is not.
Give him a break.
See,
Man.
power spinners, check.
All right, so he's got the Pharaoh lit. Not the game Pharaoh, but the Pharaoh.
Pharaoh it up.
Oh, I don't want to play Pharaoh ever.
I used to like Pharaoh.
No.
Then I learned how to play it in competition, and then it got really boring.
Well, he
Yeah.
does have an extra ball.
Team James has an extra ball. Jake is very excited to get up there and play.
He
but
is
Team
eager.
James,
He is eager. He's chomping at the bit.
but James told him to back off.
He said, "You wait your turn, Mister."
He said it's not going to be very long with the way he's playing right there. It's going to be gone in a second anyway. So
oh,
Team James is going to fumble.
that was
Watch-
unintentional sling pass there.
He almost shot it out with the upper flipper. That would have been sweet.
There you go. Power loop it.
Nice.
Sarcophagus lock. So the LE is going to have a hidden tomb. Apparently, something's going to open up, and there'll be a hidden tomb for when you shoot the ball in through the
Is it
multi-ball.
the middle ramp that opens up?
I believe it either raises or lifts up or something.
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
that's what I was told.
It's like an Iron Maiden show.
That's awesome, dude.
And then the neutron ball effect is actually where those the capture balls are.
Yes.
I guess there's going to be a gate in between there, and one of the playfield balls will roll in there, and then you can kind of knock that other ball back out.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh wow.
Oh, he's comboing those loops. Mystery level 1. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds awesome.
This is going to be such a popular game on the tournament circuit.
You think it's gonna be the new darling for a little while?
Yeah.
Any games that you want to see kind of come back that haven't been in tournaments recently, DJ? I know you play in a few.
You know,
more
it's
than
kind
I
of
do.
funny. I brought one up a while ago to Fred, and he threw it in there, and then I was like, oh, why did he put that game in there?
Flintstones in Louisville.
Gotta watch what you
Oh,
ask
that
for,
was
buddy.
rough.
Well, the funny thing about the Flintstones thing is that you actually bought a Flintstones, unbeknownst to me.
Yes.
So I think you probably thought you were going to have an edge. But we set the game up hard, and then your strategy was totally thrown out the window.
Well,
Yeah,
there
you
was,
didn't
there
do
was
well
a little
on it.
bit of an intrinsic bias, of course, because I did get one, and I was excited about that. And I'm like, yeah, we haven't seen this. I'd never played it in a tournament ever. Why has this not been in a tournament? It's actually a pretty solid game. And then Fred's like, yeah, we didn't see about that.
Yeah, we did it. So we set the ball when it came around the orbit for the out of the pop bumpers. It went away from the wall, so you couldn't shoot the super jackpots or anything else for that matter. It actually worked out really well.
And there were still good scores put up on that machine.
What are some other games that I've gone to Indisc for the last couple of years, and they're always good at putting in the weird and kooky into the
They
the
do.
bank, so.
You know what the funny thing is too? It almost seems like when those games are put in the tournaments after that follow up with similar titles.
Yes. Yeah.
They try to change it up so it's not the same stuff all the time.
yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
And that's personally that's what I like too. I like seeing games that I don't see all the time. You know, I can play AC/DC anywhere. I can play. You know, I don't want to play those games all the time. They're great games. I just rather play something different. So
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a moment there where almost every tournament was like AC/DC, Metallica, Tron, and you're like, come on, come on.
You know, they're all solid games, but
Yeah.
we want to try to do some different things here too, right?
So we threw a Flintstones in. We threw a Junkyard in.
yeah.
You know,
So what was funny is that Indus also had a junkyard in their bank out there.
Yes. I think it's where we got the idea.
Okay.
We stole it from Belcedo.
But the games were actually set up a little different. Where you guys had the dog diverter disabled, they actually just, I think, removed the switch from the dog. so that you couldn't video
Right.
mode over and over.
I think they had software that was different, updated, some kind of ROM. That,
Oh, that's
changed
right.
things.
That's what it was. They actually had the
Had a customer on.
the Soren ROM, I believe.
All right,
that's
just
what
to give us a shout out, Replay FX is about 3 months away, and
Yay! I can make it this year. I'm so excited.
lots of work to do. We got about 3 months ready to go. Tickets are available on our website, replayfx.org, and
There's probably a wait list in the 400s available for the tournament.
yeah, the tournament is on a extremely long wait list.
However, there's more than one pinball tournament.
Right, there are
going
multiple
on
tournaments
during
going
Replay
on.
FX.
I mean, it's one of the biggest tournaments is the side tournament, the Intergalactic Championship.
Yes.
You know, how many people did you have in that tournament last year?
300.
It's insane.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
that's huge.
It's a pretty big tournament, but that will be going on again. There's actually going to be a large women's tournament again as well, or this year. I'm not sure. Did they have one last year? I'll be honest with you. I was on the other side of the hall. I don't even know if there was a women's tournament last year. But there is one this year. And then obviously Pittsburgh with 840 players. You know, using 328 machines or something like that.
It's a blast. I was on the beach last year, so I can't complain. But man,
No, I wouldn't complain.
this is one of the biggest and baddest events that you can go to. So
So
it's
yeah,
not on your calendar yet. It should be.
yeah, come out and have a good time. Play some games. We have pinball. We have foosball, bubble hockey, console lounge.
My fiance and myself actually played in the cornhole championships 2 years
Ah,
ago. So they got
whoa.
cornhole
Cornhole
set
will
up.
be there.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Like I said, we have a little bit of, if they bring the
Branching
family out, it's a family-friendly event. We've got like 300 board games and lots of fun stuff. So Chris is going to
also,
kick us off again.
I made it to the second round of the classic video game championships too. That was amazing. And then I got blasted by the
You got blasted by Donald Hayes.
Dig Dug champion. Yeah.
That was Donald Hayes.
Yeah.
He beats everybody. He's he's pretty good.
Yeah. I was humbled for sure.
Yeah, there's some competitive, some good competition there. So
Yeah. A lot of fun though.
Yeah.
I encourage anybody that is going out just for the pinball, they should give the arcade tournament a shot too, just for fun. It's really, really good time.
So looks like CDs is gonna go for mommies again. Hit the sarcophagus, lights mummy letters. And then once he gets mummy lit, that will light his locks if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
It depends on which one you're talking about.
The captive ball's at the top there next to the ramp.
That one.
It lights mummy letters.
Oh.
I know that.
No, I thought that that was completing. That was lighting the mode, and there's a couple of different multi-ball modes that you can get into from
Okay.
that by shooting the sarcophagus.
And again, for anybody who's just tuning in and doesn't know, this game is totally new to us. I didn't get a chance to watch the entire stream that was done at the Stern headquarters. Learned some of the rules a little bit here and there. But Pete, actually, if you see, he's on his phone right now, cycling through, getting a competitive edge on his opponents. It's not going to work. He's going to drain his ball, and he's going to sit down.
You know, I played in a tournament a couple of months ago, and there was a scorecard in the machine that said if you're looking at the rules now, it's too late.
Yeah.
Petey, it's too late.
You know the one. It's really funny that you mentioned that though, because I had noticed in some tournaments, players who I would never expect to be looking at rule cards are looking at rule cards, and that's probably because you can't memorize every game.
That's exactly true. And in some of the games, like, you know, even if you read the rules and try to memorize
They
them,
don't make any sense.
And if you haven't played the game, you have to make things, you know, visually make sense.
Right.
You know, for me, I can't just read the rule card on Iron Maiden and expect to do really well at it. I need to play it for a little bit and kind of get a feel for
Right.
the shots. And
Yeah, totally.
But I always thought that was really interesting that, like I said,
Kinesthetic
top-notch players are walking up to games. They're like, I asked. It was funny because up at Circuit Finals in Chicago, I walked up to Keith Elwin and asked him how he played free fall. He goes, I have no idea.
there you go,
And he's like, I have no idea. You have any suggestions? And I was like, I don't know, shoot targets maybe. But like I said, there's so many games out there, and even the top-notch players don't know. And speaking of Keith Elwin, he's walking through the woods with Eddie again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we've all been at that point where we're like, well, you know what, we should look at this card just to make sure that there's something that we're not missing here.
Well, I think it's more prevalent with the older games. Obviously, like the EMs and some of the early solid states.
That's absolutely true.
With the newer games, I would say it's almost impossible to try to figure out by reading the card.
Yeah, not so much.
All right, I'm gonna try battle mode.
You should try
That's what I'm
something.
going for.
You should try something different because last game didn't
I
all
beat-
turn out that well for you.
I beat Jake.
That's like saying somebody beat me. That's not an accomplishment. So,
That's not true, Fred. You knocked me out of league finals.
well then shame on you. And I beat you on Lord of the Rings.
I know, you crushed that game.
I stomped you.
That was terrible.
I stomped you and sent you home.
I think I cried. Like a tear came out.
I handed you a Kleenex.
The lone
It
single
hurt that bad.
solitary tear of defeat.
I handed him a Kleenex and just told him to go home.
Oh, jeez.
And of course, you didn't go and win it. I don't
This
know.
doesn't
what
No,
actually
I didn't
happen
win.
in
I
our
lost in the
league,
next
folks.
round. It didn't matter.
Just want to throw that out there. That doesn't actually happen in our league.
What's that?
These actions you speak of.
I did beat DJ.
Well,
He didn't cry, but
Yeah.
and I wouldn't feel sorry.
We're
for
generally good sports about it here.
No, I wouldn't.
in
I would
Pittsburgh
make fun of
Pinball
him the whole time. That's actually after he walks away and relaxes because we all get competitive.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Say good game and stuff like that. But really DJ wanted to punch me through the face, which is
I
fine
think,
too.
if you want to become really good at pinball, you got to learn how to control the anxiety and the emotions.
Yes.
Those things will really throw your game off, throw your timing off.
Yeah, that's the one thing and I've repeated this a number of times. I got to the point where I was putting way too much pressure on myself. I actually stopped playing for a short time.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't enjoying it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and I was taking it way too seriously. And I want to play because I enjoy playing. And when I start not having fun playing pinball, I need to step back and just kind of reassess things because as competitive as I am, I want to have fun while I'm doing it.
Absolutely. And it's kind of like somebody said this weekend: if you're not having fun, why are you here?
Yeah.
Right. It's totally true. Part of the fun of it is hanging out with the people and watching James play badly, and
And picking on James.
and making fun of people. And while Alexander comes up here and kicks all these guys have been playing pinball for years. He's only been playing for 2 years and ranked in the top 25 in the world and kicking everybody's butt.
And owns like 50 pinball machines. He's just.
He'll tell you the only game that matters though is X-Files.
Is that right? I thought it was.
Is that the
Motor
game with the
Show?
file cabinet?
No, what's that rare game you got, Alexander?
Mac
Mac
Attack.
He'll walk up
Mac
to me just
Attack.
randomly. He'll be like, Fred, you know what the best game ever is? It's Mac Attack. We don't play enough Mac Attack.
I've never even heard of Mac Attack.
It's basically Roadshow. Or not Roadshow.
Motor Show?
Motor Show. Is it the same thing, Alexander?
No, they're the same style, but two different games.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Neat.
same
Same
manufacturer.
company. Yeah, same
Who
company.
made those games?
Mr. Game.
Mr. Game.
Mr. Game.
I'm sure they sat around in the boardroom for a long time trying to come up with that name right there. Mr. Game.
How many of those games were made, Alexander?
I have no idea.
Like Motor Show here is the first and I think only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
And I haven't even gotten a chance to see Mac Attack yet, but I got to get up there and check that out.
You're going to get an invitation shortly from Alexander and his dad to come over and play Mac Attack. No doubt.
And then I'm sure he'll take all my dollars on it.
we could bring Big Macs.
That would be
there we go.
apropos.
I mean, you gotta bring a welcome gift. Macaroni and cheese. I mean, we could.
Is it the powdered or does it have the cheese sauce?
I'd make the homemade stuff.
And then once we're done, we can sit back and watch some Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Wow. we're really going off the rails here. Bernie Mac, mac and cheese. Bob McAdoo.
You see that that purple orb arrow that's on the playfield there?
I do
Yes.
see that
lit,
purple orb.
And that is lit for a value that can be increased.
And then collected.
That's
It's
right.
one of those things where you can increase it and then you
From-
can
from
pay
the
out.
mode, yeah.
Okay. And the value, it looks like it's on the bottom right-hand corner. Right now it's 2 times 5.5 million. Is that
Our
correct?
Jackpot, yep. There
You
you go.
just
We
hit
just
it.
collected it for 11.3.
All right.
Wow.
Alexander stomping a mud hole in people again. 41 million.
No, I'm not like 100% sure on the rules of that. If it just stays there.
Oh wow, that was a crazy up and over.
That really was. You know what happened? It hit that. There's a target above that left in lane.
Yeah, it hit that and spun right to the
It's a shots
side.
target. You can actually shots that
Yes.
lane and hit that target.
And you see what happens when you do. The ball goes
Well,
right
I mean, you didn't mean to shots that. That just went right through there. It had so much trajectory on it.
Yeah, that ball was, and the spin just took it right to the out lane.
You know, these games, when they're new out of the box, they play.
Are there any
yeah.
magnets in this game at all? I don't think there is.
There's not a magnet, right? No.
He's got the revive there. So Eddie is in Hallowed Be Thy Name right now. He's in prison.
It looks like this game just has the posts that pop up in the back there to kind of
Yep.
guide the ball around.
Yeah,
so
that's correct. They just a fantastic job in the little intricacies of the design on this game, with the way that they have the metal ramp behind here, where you can't really see too well, but it's behind the middle ramp that'll drop the ball and allow it to cradle into the lock area.
yeah, that's neat.
You know, like I said, a lot of unique stuff on this playfield. It's things that you don't see or have seen in one whole place.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you've seen bits and pieces of, you know, there's only so much you can do on a pinball playfield. But I think the layout is insanely unique for, you know.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, this game got a ton of play over the weekend at Cactus Jack's, and, you know, there's nothing quirky about the game. The game plays really, really well.
It's got great flow.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast. It's got great call-outs. It's got great music, of course. When I get a chance to play it, I'll figure all that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I'm going to be abandoning the post here. I'll be playing next game.
I'll be joining you soon
Yeah,
after
Brian,
that.
Brian will be joining us.
Do I get to play too?
Of course.
I love playing pinball.
we knew that about you, DJ.
You know, it all started when I was a kid back in 1982.
Was that the only year you were a kid, or were there other years too?
There were definitely many
Okay.
good years.
I was also a kid back then.
I think one of my earliest memories is watching a brand new space shuttle being rolled into my local arcade. It was in '85, I think.
Oh, nice.
So, Pete, do you have your phone out again to put it on the apron so you can read the rules as you play?
No, but I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
We got the advanced revive here, which will light the ball save on the out lane.
Yes.
Oftentimes, you'll end up wasting those during multi-ball. At what point do you go for those? Do you want them early for protection, or?
Well, I think it's one of those things like on, say, World Cup soccer, for instance. If you don't have, like, the kickback lit, when you plunge, you can get that in lane immediately and light it for that 5-second target.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of my strategy is to, heck yeah, go for that, especially if you have a ball save on the game, because that's basically an extra ball if you have to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would risk, unless there was, that point where you had the multi-ball ready to go, then there's no point in doing it. Go for the multi-ball. Otherwise, yeah.
I missed how he started this multi-ball.
If you had played the one that was set up out at Cactus Jack's, they had the posts removed from the out lane.
Oh, I would
it was
expect
so
that,
brutal.
yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about how it'll be playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone, but yeah, you know that's coming.
No ball save. No posts. Lots of fun.
And I also don't even recall the revive coming on, and they might have had that turned off in the setting.
Now, see, I think that if you're going to do those types of things to the game, then you should have posts or post rubbers or what
I think
have
at
you.
least a post.
I think if you take the posts out, take the ball saves away, take away the ball, the out lane saves, I think that's a bit much.
you should have a nudging chance.
Yes, and especially if when you have a tight tilt.
Well, yeah, and especially on Stearns.
Oh, the ramp rejected.
The out lane, they're metal, so when the ball hits that metal out lane, it just dies. There is no bounce to it.
Yeah.
Unlike on games that have a wood out lane.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah.
Extra ball is lit, so it looks like
yeah.
it's the target right underneath the pop bumper.
Ooh.
Oh, those rules on your phone didn't help you there, Pete.
No revive in the center there, buddy.
All right, here goes James. James vows to bring Team James back to the forefront, but I have my doubts.
Thanks.
No, your problem. I'm here to support you, brother.
I mean, look at those scores. You got this, man.
You got this.
Who's player one?
I'm not even sure. Who
That's
was
about
player one?
that's about all he's going to do is catch player one. That's the rest of
CDs
it's
was
done.
player one, I believe.
Ooh, Fear of the Dark. Good song.
They're all good songs, Fred.
It's got a
CDs
good
has
riff
it.
to it. I like it. It's got a Maiden has a particular sound.
Yes, they do.
And,
a particular set of notes.
Is Fear of the Dark one of their newer songs?
This was on the album after Seventh Son, I think.
Okay. I think Seventh Son was really like the last album I was really into.
I know we have some people in the room that know metal. I saw Zen in here. Maybe Zen can clear it up if he's still here. If Fear of the Dark was after Seventh Son, I can't remember.
That's not what I wanted to do.
But you did it anyway.
Well, you have multiple balls in play, so stop complaining. Make the charge begin. Bruce is going to tell you that in a second.
There's a ton of cool animations on this game, too.
Yeah.
It's just fun to watch.
I keep forgetting to look at them.
It looks like
if
you
the
look at
action on the playfield's so tight here, it's I'm afraid to miss a shot.
I know. There's so much action going
that
on.
view right now looks like if you were playing Risk on a computer or something.
Yeah,
Kinda
right.
Or Stratego or something.
Come on, James. Get him.
Playing on the old Commodore 64 there, Fred.
No, man. I played with the real board. But I've seen like the PlayStation versions of Risk and stuff like that. And I just never. It was never the same. You never. You can't. You can't pick up the board and throw it whenever you're playing
Ooh.
on a game like an Xbox.
No, you really can't, can you?
Because then you ruin it. Because nobody knows where their armies go and the game ends. That's how you end the game of Risk. It's kind of like Monopoly.
Same strategy.
Same strategy. Pick up the board, throw it, game over. Hate your family for a week and be over it.
Oh. Trials and tribulations through the life of Fred. 2X playfield.
James has got for all the smack I'm talking about him. His outlane saves tonight.
And
His
whatever
outlane
that
saves
was
have been
pretty
fantastic.
incredible.
Death Blow. Movie from
That was
Seinfeld.
his last shot for the 2X there. He collected his power jackpot.
Yeah, if
Oh, man.
his outlane saves have been fantastic.
Oh, look at that. So he's doing the keep the flipper down power loop. I like that.
He's not doing that on purpose.
Oh.
That's correct.
Oh, I know. Hey,
That's correct.
hey, I'm usually full of it, but I'm speaking truths here. At least you admit it this time. That's good. Escape shot is lit.
Escape.
Escape. What is that? The captive ball? Shoot the captive ball, James. There it is. You escaped him.
Escape 3 million. Oh, look at this. He is
that.
definitely making the comeback here.
Not the U.
He's got his revive lit on the spinner over there. I just have this feeling he's going to need that.
And he just pulled an extra ball out of his chest. He has to collect that.
That left spinner shot is no joke, though. It's a toughie.
That looks
You know what that reminds me
insanely-
of? S Words of Fury.
Oh.
Yes.
That tight spinner. long shot.
Swords of Fury. Yeah, that's
Yep.
that spinner
I'll leave-
shot's
I'll leave
tight.
That, extra
That
ball
is.
for later.
Let's see.
Well, what if it was ball 3, which it might be? Oh, no, it's ball 2.
Oh, baby. Look at that.
And here I was talking smack. He took the lead.
It's all those little victories. You need them.
I think he took the lead.
Yeah.
Alexander, show him what's up, man. Take him out. Show him how a young man does it. There's 84 switch hits for Alexander.
Did we get a switch hit champ yet?
I'll tell you what, Salas is going to have a great time with this game. With his 2 spinners,
Oh.
Salas
Man.
likes to juice his spinners
Make
up.
them extra juicy.
They're going to be spinning for months. They'll be packing the game up from Expo, and it'll still be spinning.
And no dice. Oh, it's only ball 2. Oh, no, it's only ball 2.
All right, so chat, do you have any questions about anything that we're doing here other than, like I said, we don't really know the game all that much just yet. We're learning as we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Questions or thoughts about the
Boom,
game? Do you like it?
jackpots.
Don't like it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Let us know what you think. We can see if we can try to get the players to do certain combos, different things like that. I see a lot of talking here about some different rules. I know Todd Seaver's been in here. He's helping us out with a little bit of rules. Looks like Eric Bonjour is helping us out with some rules.
That's great. We
A.
appreciate
O'Brien
all the help.
5, right? Yeah. And A. O'Brien here says something that leads to a three-part bullseye target on the backboard. So anything you guys can help us out with the rules on here, so Pete doesn't have to keep using his phone.
We like
and
Pete
cheat.
in his phone.
We like Pete
Yes.
in his phone, but we'd rather have a competitive balance, so I know what's going on. So when I go up there, I can win.
Well, why don't you just steal Pete's phone?
Well, I don't want to do that. That'd be rude.
Oh, okay.
You know, one of the things I love about this game, mode multi-balls. I love games that do that.
Yeah.
Throw one or two of those little zingers in there. It's fun.
That seems like
Yeah.
almost a throwback at this point, doesn't it?
Yeah, Good Maki says the nice play field art, best I've seen in a while. I'm biased because I love Maiden and I love the artwork, but I think you're right. They did a great. When they announced they were making this game, I was really interested to see how the artwork would turn out.
Yeah.
And like I said, the play field looks beautiful, but maybe at some point we could show the side art as well on the head and the sides. It's like the head it looks like killers, and then on the body of the cabinet it's the trooper. So
that's pretty awesome.
The artwork is fantastic, and then of course Translate has different incarnations of Eddie throughout the band's history.
One of the things about Iron Maiden is that their artwork is just so iconic, right?
Right.
You just can't mess that up.
It's funny.
And they did everything they needed to do with this game. It's perfect.
Because you might even mention to somebody, have you ever, what do you know about Iron Maiden? And they'll say really nothing, and then you just show them a picture of Eddie. They'll know who that is.
Yeah.
They've just seen it. And, like I said, the artwork is so iconic. I'm really glad that, like I said, the Pro or the LEs and the Premiums are going to have different artwork. From what I understand, the Premium is going to be more of an Egyptian theme, like Power Slave. I'm anxious to see that because I love Power Slave.
Yeah. Thinking about it too, I can't wait to see what this game does for pinball, because with the band taking it on tour and having it set up at their shows and everything like that, you're going to hit a whole new audience of people as well.
Yeah, and they're not playing clubs anymore. They're playing in stadiums. They're playing in places. Yeah, absolutely. John Tracy, this is the Pro. The Premiums and the LEs, from what I understand, are going to be possibly late April, early May, but that really just depends on the production. Of course, they just cranked out a bunch of pros in pretty short time. What was it? 2-3 weeks ago, they announced in Chicago the game, and now we have one.
Yeah.
So they were pretty close back then, but
they had me thinking that they were going to have one on display up in Chicago.
Yeah, I think like I said, they were going to. I'm sure there were some people that were disappointed, but the following Monday, they released the playfield art.
Yep.
In the package, and then on Tuesday, Jack Danger did a stream from the Stern Warehouse with Keith for the first time, because it happened twice.
Yeah.
So they did. It was slightly disappointing not being able to see it, but again.
Well, you know what? It was probably one of those things where they had to put so much stuff on this game that it just took them too long to get it together.
Yeah.
Made it worth the wait, though.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing about these games. Like sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the code to come together and things like that. But honestly, Metallica was a one-shot pony for a while, and then the new code came out and they did crank it ups, and the game totally changed. Same with Walking Dead.
Yep,
and
exactly.
They keep on delivering with new games.
Yeah.
So I'm always insanely optimistic that the games are going to turn out fantastic. And even Guardians of the Galaxy, which I haven't played all that much, I've understood that the game is much, much better now that they did 2 or 3 code updates.
Yeah. I haven't been particularly a big fan of Guardians with the current code, but it's got a playfield that has just so much potential to it, and that game is still in its infancy as far as
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the current rule set or the old rule set. It just seemed
it's just a little too linear, you know. It's kind of multi-ball heavy, kind of like the way Metallica was, or Walking Dead. But I would not be surprised to see that game really become something really good, because there's a ton of modes and all kinds of other things going on with the game, and the playfield layout's great. So
yeah, we streamed it Monday, and I sucked. It was pretty simple. Nobody learned anything from watching me play, but
They
Bowen
did. They
Bowen
learned how not to
stopped-
play.
Yeah, Bowen stopped it. What they should and what not to do. And even with Bowen showing me what to do and what to shoot for, I still stunk. But Bowen came in. He was playing. Lewis was playing. He put up a pretty solid score, so he's over there congratulating himself right now. His arm's not long enough to pat his back. No, he's good. CDs is up 146 million.
Yeah, that victory by James was short-lived. He's
Well,
gonna have a lot of work to do when he gets back up there.
He was happy with it for a second there. He was satisfied. Maybe.
It's just it's the fact of pinball. You know, it's a 3-ball game. It doesn't matter what score you have going into ball 2, unless the game is called Star Pool, and then maybe it does. But
Star Pool is awesome.
Right,
Star Pool, Target Pool.
It's just
anything
one of
pool.
those games that if you haven't cleared a lot of pool balls by ball 5 and you're down by 40,000, you got to rely on, I don't know,
All right,
800
so
pop bumper hits.
we got Pete Hendricks, player 2.
Remember when Chris finished ball 2 with 16 million and I thought I was doing good?
Yeah, that has changed. Bring out your phone, Pete. I don't see the phone. So player 2, ball 3. When we get to the end of this game, we're going to swap out. We're going to have some new announcers come in. I'm sure that
I want to play.
I'm not sure, but I think
people would like to hear other voices, and then I also I get to play for the first time, which is pretty exciting. So I'm just going to battle around and have a good time. I don't know what song I want to listen to though. Nothing from Power Slave this time. I just listened to
It's
that
not going to
today.
matter if your ball's only 30 seconds long, Fred.
Well, this is true. This is very true.
as long as the ball saver allows you.
Yeah, I'll put it on a 10-second ball saver for here, so I can give myself a little bit of a chance to do something. Yeah, A. O'Brien says there were 30 Maidens at the Midwest Gaming Classic. That probably had to sound like a Maiden concert.
I mean, that just. I want to see pictures of that. It just has to look just crazy.
Ed Zellman in the house. What's up, Ed? Ball stuck, so Pete smacking Eddie in the head, knocked the ball loose. Eddie doesn't like
Either
that
that
when
or
you
he-
smack
he-
him in the head, Pete.
He was just impatient and wanted to get that ball out of there faster.
Well, he doesn't play. He never plays a trap up game. He always just plays a flow game.
It's almost like he's playing baseball and not pinball.
Ed, I know for a fact you listen to Corn while you play. You told me you did. It was on your playlist. But so now it won't be Iron Maiden now, because listening to Iron Maiden while playing Iron Maiden, I don't know, your head might pop off or something. I don't know.
All right. One of the features about this game too, now in multi-ball, it kind of works this way with other games, where you have a bunch of shots to shoot, and once you shoot that shot, it's gone, and you have to kind of work your way around the playfield. The modes are the same way too, where you are forced to work your way around the playfield and not just kind of do the same thing over and over. Definitely make it more interesting, particularly in tournaments where you're watching it, and you don't want to watch somebody just kind of grind out the same shot over and over. People are going to have to work around this game.
Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. Definitely, we've had some thanks from the chat room, thanking us for the stream. We certainly appreciate it. We thank you for tuning in for sure. Without you guys tuning in, what we do here is we're just talking to ourselves at that point.
Yeah, on this very special
Right.
pop-up broadcast, as it's not our usual time. You'll still be here Monday. We're going to be coming back Monday at 7:30.
Yeah, Doctor Who in Solar Ride. I thought it was Solar Fire at first. I was excited, and then it said Solar Ride, and I was like, oh no, that game will go quick. Good Mackie asked if this game has a headphone jack. Not on this one. I'm not sure if they'll be on the premiums or the LEs. Not really sure.
Yeah, they have the matrix of the 3 games and the different features posted on Stern, so you can check them out.
Okay. Yeah, Stern.com. We'll have
Yeah.
all that information.
But I know, like any
No photos yet of those.
any model, you can add that feature if you want. You can add a shaker motor to this as well.
I'll tell you what, though, the sound system on this, I don't know if you need to have headphones. It sounds great.
Yeah, it does. You got a good stereo
Maybe-
sound coming out of the game, seriously. And this is the pro version.
Maybe
and
if the
it's
wife's upstairs, trying to watch TV or
Well, maybe she should wear earmuffs.
kids
or
are in
something like
bed,
that.
you
Nah,
wanna-
wake them up, man. Wake them up. Ed Zeltman says that when he plays, vulgar display of power is a go-to. That's a solid choice. I can't play with headphones. It distracts me too much.
Oh no, I never play with headphones. It's just terrible.
The stuff I listen to though goes a million miles an hour. So if I was playing pinball, which is sometimes a
Crisp shot to the.
what's the word I'm looking for? Methodical game when you want to try to slow it down and things like that. And I'm playing like something that is
So when you're,
150
like,
miles an hour.
8-ball deluxe. You want
I want to play something slow. I don't want to play.
to listen to like some Sepultura.
I don't want to play Behemoth.
Fred's like 160 beats a minute or get out.
Yeah. So
So what? To that, is it more like a Bette Midler kind of thing? Is that
no, I
what you
listen
go
to
for, or-
311.
Okay.
311 got a little bit of groove to it. I'll listen to some 311. I won't care.
I'll rock some bet.
Sweet. Yeah, a little bit of different everything. I know who was telling me they listen to classical. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was telling me they listen
They
to
listen to
different,
classical.
different
I like
classical
that. I
music,
can
which
see
is
that working.
fantastic.
So check this out. He's gonna take a
Like
pot shot. That's.
Ball 3
Oh,
locked.
you know what? I thought he was gonna shoot for the skill shot there, but I guess it.
So
it did
Alexander,
go away,
tell
so.
me, how did you start Trooper Multi-Ball? How did you qualify that?
By completing the drop target thing.
Okay, and then that just lights all 3 locks?
You gotta complete the drop target twice, or if you sweep them, it spots it instantly lights them.
Ah,
Okay.
sweep the target.
They thought of everything, you know.
So if I'm going Karate Kid, I'm going to sweep the targets.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sweep the leg. That would be rude.
Man, speaking of Karate Kid, have you seen the trailers for Cobra Kai?
That looks great.
I know. I'm so excited about that.
It looks great. Johnny beats up some kids in a parking lot. It's typical. It's about right.
We were at a restaurant in Oklahoma, and somebody turned to me and thought that Johnny was in the restaurant. It's like, no way.
Maybe he was. He's kind of he's been off the grid for a while.
Yeah.
He was always the bad guy in those 80s movies.
Yes, he
Everyone.
was. Yeah.
He played a jerk really, really well.
Hey, you're good at something. You stick with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's Alexander got? 94 million. He's got to catch CDs. He's got 2 times play field lit. It's almost over. It is over
It is
now.
over.
Nice outlane
Keep
save.
that thing out of there.
He's going to go for
buddy.
Lazarus.
That's
He's going for
nice.
loop champion. Look at that. And he's been cranking him without holding the flipper up too. So
Does such a good job of just playing through the Lazarus, you know, just not skipping a beat.
when you're 15, you don't care. You just go like, yeah, I'm awesome. That worked. That happened. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
All right, Alexander, come on. Aces high. Shoot some eddies. We're under attack. Yeah, this game is. I can't wait to play.
No, guys, hurry up. Jeez.
Well, it's these professionals. These professionals. I can't stand you. You guys all make me sick. And how they have the music synced up with the graphics and everything like that is perfect.
That is neat. I'm actually trying to look at the screen every once in a while I have a chance to here, Fred.
I might start singing when I'm up there.
Please don't.
You probably will.
I will. I'll just live to fly. Can't help
And
it.
it'll be painful, and we'll apologize. For
Oh,
that,
it will.
but-
Oh yeah, it'll be awful. Our tuners will go. Our chat room will shrink in size.
You just can't help but to pull out your best opera voice.
Do my best, Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
That's amazing. 123 million. He's catching up to CDs.
You can just see that happening all the way
He's
through.
catching up. Oh, he's got an extra ball too.
He does.
So he's got that combo shot down pretty well.
Look
there.
at that 2x loop for 10 million. Boom.
It's like CDs, you're out of here, man.
Peace out, dog.
Alexander will be making a trip to Toronto in June for the IFPA World Championships.
Boom.
That's awesome.
Congratulations to him.
Couple
DJ?
people in this room are going, aren't they?
Yeah.
DJ sitting next to me qualified, but will not be going. He'll be getting married, so congratulations to you, DJ.
Yeah,
That's
very
a
much.
little more important.
Yep.
And
Be back in action next year. I hear it's going to Italy next year.
see, the one year I make it, I like Canada, but I think I might want to go to Italy.
Man,
You have to play better this year now, huh?
the pizza is pretty solid over there.
Well, you saw my belly. I was the next runner or the next one up when you guys went to Sweden. I was the next person, and I couldn't, and I didn't get in. So I was disappointed because Gothenburg was nearby, and it's like the death metal capital of the world. I would have been just going to concerts. To hell with pinball.
Yeah,
I would have been going to concerts.
And I was bummed out because I would have liked to have a Pittsburgh buddy to travel with.
You were with John, weren't you?
No, that was 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, this last one it was just me.
Oh man. Well,
Flying solo.
no. I'll try to make it again next year to go with you, buddy.
Awesome.
See if I can make it again.
Wow. Hopefully the wife will let me.
But Alexander did his job. He passed up CDs and won both games. So congratulations to Alexander.
Kablammer.
So myself, DJ Ryle, and Brian Tessier are actually going to go play this game now.
Woo!
And then we're going to bring Pete Hendrickson, Jake Kolajczyk, and Chris Stevens to do some commentary. So
All right, so
thanks for listening, guys. Listen to these guys for a little while, and we're going to play a couple games and
Let's do it.
play badly. Here you go.
yeah.
Fantastic. Hello. Hello, listeners and watchers. That's me. I am the Playfield X champion, please. Give me cup, hand, and I think the last I? No, it's
Lots of champions.
I don't know what that thing is. Hooray!
All right.
Pharaoh
Alright,
target
start it
champion,
up.
so I actually did something that
Let's
game.
see what we can do. There's a Pharaoh target?
Pharaoh target.
Pharaoh, yeah.
All right, so what song's Fred going to pick? We're waiting to see what song you're going to pick. We got money on this. Come on, let's
what
go.
song am I going to pick?
Yeah.
Enter Sandman.
No. This is not going to happen. Enter Sandman is not going to happen, thankfully. I'm going to play Aces High because I said I wasn't going to play anything.
'Cause that's
from
the
Power
mode you
Slave.
won.
But this is a great song.
It's a good mode, too.
A very good mode. I feel like my games were a little rough because all I wanted to do was try to get to that cyborg multi-ball. I learned a good bit, though, so I'm happy I got to do what I
Yeah,
did.
this game seems like there's a lot of different routes you can take between the Eddie modes, the power modes. This is a very well-designed game, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't wait to get some more work on it.
I'm in the same boat. I was kind of skeptical at first because I was worried that I'm not too big into Iron Maiden. I don't know much about the band. I mean, I've heard the music, obviously, but I just didn't know much about them, and I was kind of worried that would make me not play that well or not be able to learn what specific things could do or what call-outs could be. But that's not true at all. It's a fun game. It's challenging. It's got some very fun shots.
I know a lot of.
And it's kind of simple to learn how to put up some half-decent scores so far. So I'm enjoying it.
Big super skill shot there by DJ. 5 million points. He has the double playfield multiplier already lit. That's a pretty substantial award there.
That's a nice bonus. Picking off those targets up top, holding that flipper up. He learned that at Cactus Jacks. So now he has his locks lit. And he picks one off right there.
Rapidly firing through. This also has his first Pharaoh mode ready for first battle.
That was
Uh-oh. Take it easy there.
too soft of a nudge. That's what that was.
2. Is he going to start a battle before he locks this ball?
What should I do?
Are you starting a battle?
Yeah. Start a
Okay.
battle.
I'm just making sure that I'm not the only one thinking with that thought process.
Let's do that.
So this is the mode with the ramp combos.
And combos are fun.
Right one's pretty easy. Left one's a little
he wants
tougher with that.
multi-ball.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
this-
do.
And here we go. So he's stacking the multi-ball with his Flight of Icarus.
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 Double playfield going as well. Barely was going to happen during the multi-ball, but
Oh, yeah. And watch those points pile up.
he hit the cannon shot rapidly there. Spotted 2 shots.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy I get to actually sit and do some commentary because now I get to watch and see what things do.
It's like, okay, where'd the ball go? Then you look up at the screen real quick. What did that get me?
I think
Yes.
during my practice games, or I guess my games I played here while we were live, I did a lot more of let's shoot this shot and see how it feels.
And anytime I got multi-ball, it was just fired up the middle. There's a lot of stuff up there. Hopefully I'm hitting something that's worthwhile.
And then you
not
got
knowing.
and you also have the play with the upper flippers too, so that's makes it even more fun.
Yeah. Now, see, that's what I was talking about when I was playing there. He used up his left out lane revive during the multi-ball. Sure, he still has 3 balls in play for the multi-ball, but I'd much rather use that when I only have 1 ball and stay in play.
Currently has 1 power mode finished and 2 in process.
When he finishes the second one, that'll light an extra ball.
Oh, good to know. I was wondering how I got that.
Yeah, that lights it, and the 4th Tomb Award lights it. Yep, collects the power jackpot there. Seems like if you get a multi-ball, you're going to get the pops, targets
I really
pretty
like
quickly. And
Yeah, I love that extra ball animation. It makes me happy.
sarcophagus lock.
Jamming out.
I love this song. Oh, it's gone.
No, oh, it didn't have to be like that.
Sign of a good player knowing he's already in trouble.
Not expecting that.
Well, you're beating Fred.
All right, Lewis, what song are you going to choose?
Ooh.
You look like a Number the Beast type of guy.
Especially with that shirt on.
We'll go with Flight of Icarus. And over plunged it. One of that super extra ball save shot. Did you know that the super skill shot in this game gives you an extra 10 seconds of ball saves?
Good to
Yeah,
know.
and the regular skill shot gives you an extra 5. And that's a
That's sitting up top.
good shot.
Yep.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Here it comes.
A few moments there, collect your thoughts, figure what you're going to do next.
Don't drain. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
You have Ed.
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 Oh, you should have flipped that.
Should've
Thought that was
flipped
coming to a flipper.
That looked like it was coming to do a bounce over, but instead it kind of aimed right down the center on you. All right, who's up next?
Brian Tessier.
The Brian Tessier. What's he gonna choose? You really
So
can't
many
go wrong
good
with Number of
songs
the
that-
Beast.
Yeah, when I'm on car trips with Virginia and an AC/DC song will come on, it's like, oh, great, I want to play pinball now. It doesn't seem to work as much with Metallica or Rolling Stones, but I think with Iron Maiden that's going to work as well. An Iron Maiden song comes on, I'll want to play.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel the same way after this one. Because even if like I'm not too familiar with the songs like I mentioned before, but they're just fun songs. Fun songs to have in the background while you're flipping away. Like I find it really enjoyable.
I don't know the words, but the beat's great. And
All right, let's see if Fred can embarrass himself again.
No.
DJ is really beating you.
I don't care.
The good news is John is here, so he can't do it.
That's all right. I can't make fun of John. That's depressing. I like meeting John and making fun of him.
If you keep up
Good
with this
times,
pace,
good
though,
times,
the grudge match for the night's going to be you versus respectability.
Well, we already know who's going to win that match. It's not going to be me.
Yeah, respectability's tough. So what are you trying to accomplish on this ball here, Fred?
Not drain within 30 seconds.
Just trying to flip away and have fun with it?
I'm going to light the orb by hitting this target.
There you go. Hit it. You did it.
I told you.
You have mystery level 2 now. That's
Mystery-
twice as good as mystery level 1.
Mystery Orb 2.
That was an ill-advised shot. I tried to hit that last target with the upper flipper. All right, you want to go for target or ramps?
That's a good strategy since that's where the points are in this mode.
Hey.
Hey, I got to do something to try to get an edge. I can't keep the ball in normally.
DJ will show you how it's done.
Todd McCulloch. That is way too small. We need like a table.
Yeah, that's the Todd
For
McCullough
sitting.
stool for waiting between balls that got left behind and then hung from the rafters of the Papa building for a little while. And now we use it as a headphone rest. Thanks, Todd. DJ's going to run to the hills.
I'm not going to skill shot. That's
Gonna
for
run for his life. Hey, there was a ball in there.
Spread over.
Starting to
Singing.
spell some money.
Oh, that's way too early.
I really enjoy doing that loop shot up top. It really, that loop I can find. The other loop with that upper left flipper kind of escapes me.
It has the kind of a shadow feel to it. You'll see people going for the shadow loop for decent points in tournament play. This game may have that same feature.
DJ, what are you doing?
Around a lot faster than Shadow does.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty fast shadow loops, but
I've played my fair share of bad shadow games.
okay. Then multi-ball. He's got his force power mode going.
Whoa!
That flew into the shooter lane. Nice.
That ball went running to the hills.
You always get those bounces when the ball saves on.
All right, so now he wants to hit that sarcophagus, or I believe the left ramp is lit for an add ball. Right
There it is. Well done.
I'm learning. I hope you are too.
Come back, buddy. Yeah. No. Whoa, that's so fast.
Yeah, whenever you got
And
a
just-
fresh game like this, it's just really fast.
You just
Very
wait till they add some wax to that play field.
Jackpot's at 3.4. That's
9 of
fast.
40 switches.
3 of his power modes finished.
Select's
That was-
gone now.
Yeah, it was great use of that double play field multiplier. Sitting there trapping up, figuring out what to do.
Trying to. There we go.
Yep, jackpot relit again.
There's the power jackpot collected.
Stay, ball, stay. There we go.
Nice way to get control, DJ. Pop,
That was
mommy
not
jack.
the smartest move I've ever done.
It doesn't have to be smart as long as it gets your points and keeps the ball in play.
Death.
I
blow.
love that animation.
Yeah, that's some really fun stuff.
All right, what do we got here?
When the Grim Reaper comes for me, that's how I want to go. Now, this is a pretty interesting mode. First, he needs to shoot the bullseye to start the multi-ball.
Woo, man.
No, it didn't hit
He
it.
missed. He missed again.
That's a huge ramp. Come on.
Bullseyes can be hard to hit sometimes.
There, we got it. So he has the 3 lit arrows on the left side, and if he makes it, the arrows will shift to the right.
He needs to aim for port. There he goes. That'll steer the ship a little bit closer towards the center. So now he needs to hit another one of those shots to steer it more towards the center. And once it hits the center, it'll light that center ramp.
Now, if he drives a ship like me, it's going to go back to the left.
It's about to go back to the left. Okay, there's a port shot.
Did you
Very
just
good.
see that? It
Yes.
just hopped right over.
We are watching.
Ooh, that loop's a little better on this one. Loop jackpot.
These DJ grunts I'm not used to yet, so I'm getting used to the new sound effects, DJ. Not a bad
It's all ball there.
Not much progress on the power modes there.
334 switches, baby.
So what are the last two power modes?
Too early.
I really hope I'm being as accurate as possible whenever I'm explaining how we're playing the game, because like I said, I played this game for the first time 2 hours ago, maybe less than that.
Oh, come on. It's more fun to make up stuff.
Well, I mean, I want to make sure I'm giving away the proper thing.
Oh, man.
That was nice and fast. That was good.
Competitive
There's
advantage
a
if you can
blow.
get people to believe
Love
things
it.
that are wrong. Okay. Good to see Keith in the chat room, so any mistakes we make, I'm sure he can
Come on.
Oh, bonus.
fix up. And
All right, so now I can basically say anything, and he'll be like, actually, why would you give up? You gave up?
yeah. Misread
Alright,
that
let's
one.
not do what we did last
I came right back up the left flipper and was like, I'm back.
Okay. Lewis down by 128 million.
I've done worse for myself.
Takes the orb right out of the gate.
It's a mystery. I believe it was only level 1, so the mystery wasn't that fantastic. Get some loop action going. Love it. I thought I hit a nice, decent loop combo for me. I think I hit it 4 or 5 times in a row. It felt good.
Good for changing the mode.
You need to change your mode before you
Yeah, once you get
collect.
Eddie, you're
Once
locked.
you collect
so.
Eddie, you're locked in the mode. I learned that after I kept aiming for it, and it wasn't moving.
Well, guys, gotta take that sarcophagus lock either way.
You're stuck up on the top there a little bit.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the diverter. All right.
Little wiggle.
It doesn't take much.
Nope, nope. Don't go out.
Nice nudge.
That works. Start spelling some mummies. Once he's done flying.
We often wonder what people are thinking about and going for when Lewis plays. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, he does a good job of announcing. It's kind of nice.
Oh, so Jake was the one who leveled the game.
So if anything goes wrong, blame Jake.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got it.
Alexander beat me because Jake. Oh, careful! You're on Dub Dangers
I'm
there,
a little
Lewis.
excited right now.
Settle down now. I mean, Penguins are up 5-0, so
Plus, I get to play
I'm
Iron
excited.
Maiden. I'm excited about that.
oh, definitely. One task. Jake had one task.
Advance then, mummy.
Digital level said 0.1. That's Papa standard. Then again, I wasn't the one slap saving it. Sliding it all around.
That was me. I moved it a couple times. Actually, I don't think I tilted at all besides the one ball.
Nice loop jackpot there.
Oh.
And he's
And
rewarded.
I blow the loop
And
jackpot.
he paid for it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, Brian's up.
So player 2 is putting on a clinic here.
That's DJ.
Players 1, 3, and 4 are just happy to be here and play, aren't we all? Ooh.
I don't think you get 2 of them.
That's fun.
Hey,
That's
you got 3,500
That's
bonus
'cause-
points
that's 'cause
for
it's
each
not
one of those
level.
9 switches.
If that were level, you would have had it.
Yeah.
I think actually I think what just happened there. I just saw a preview of what was going to happen to me because that was just basically what I did.
Well, the pressure's on.
pressure's
Brian
on.
got 9 switches. See if you can beat that.
9 switches.
9.
Okay, I just gotta get 1 spinner shot then, right?
Good luck.
Well, a 1 spinner
Hey
shot.
Jake, you want to come and level the game?
And of those 9 switches, one of them was the outlane switch. So
That's 9 switches right there.
That'll do.
no, don't get.
I got a multi-ball.
Well done.
Now what I gotta do is let's see what I can do here.
I told you, shoot the sarcophagus.
The mummy multiple.
And the ramp is the add ball, so we're gonna not shoot that yet.
Blinking red, so it's ready. Red E. Ready, Eddie?
All right, we'll try to shoot this.
Nice cradle separation to the shot.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot that center ramp again. It looks like.
He's also got 2x playfield running, so this could be a decent ball. He might make an attempt at DJ here.
I hit my 9 switches yet?
You're there.
All right, so we'll make sure.
I don't know about that move.
Hey, the ball's still in play, Pete.
Save the ball.
Yeah, but there were 2 of them in play. Now you have no tilts left.
That's
Or
okay.
Warning.
That's all right. I'm going for it all right now.
Well, if you want to make the chat room proud, they want to see a drop target sweep. Now we'll never know how many switches you got. I think it was 8.
I got several.
Sadness.
That was very sad.
Okay, DJ just needing the last. Which one is that? That's the ramps.
Oh, what is that plunge?
What is that plunge? I think the right top right one's yeah, he has 4
Oh, yeah,
ramps
4.
left. DJ,
4 ramps, huh?
4
what
ramps
you want.
left.
Nothing but ramps.
Get in there. I'm gone.
You're not gone. Okay,
Okay.
that answers that question. That one does not count as a ramp.
The middle one does not?
Nope.
Lame. That's the only one I can shoot.
You're better than that. Shoot that right one.
Oh no. Oh, thank you. It's leaning to the left.
So soon.
Look at that. Oh yeah.
A great air battle
You're
going
still
on
at
the
4
screen.
ramps though, DJ.
That's not a ramp.
That was 425,000 though.
Woo!
Oh,
You hear the knock of the metal on that?
Oh,
the battle is over.
You're
The Red
still at
Baron has
4
won.
ramps.
Still has 4 ramps to go.
117 switches though.
That was decent. All right, Lewis, it's comeback time.
Yep.
He's got the mummy ready. I don't know what else he has ready.
Not much.
The chat room wants to see a drop target sweep, so
Well, first of all, we're going to go ahead and get Mummy.
it's a good plan.
Now, does a drop target sweep give you 2 awards on the drops? Is
Yep.
that right?
The next 2 awards, whatever they are.
Kind of like the whirlwind sweep.
was almost a sweep.
Nice separation.
He's doing a decent job there of not starting his playfield multiplier.
4 more targets. And 1 more X target.
Yeah, he has 1 power finished. If he can finish the second one, that will light his extra ball.
Oh boy. Safe.
The call out in this game are great.
Yeah.
Cha-ching!
Take your 30
my
mid
30.
80.
Yeah, that 2x to that right orbit whenever it's lit like that.
You know what's better?
It's a 3x.
3x to that right orbit.
You got some good drop target action off of that shot. Almost got him a sweep. Extra ball is lit. There it is.
There's the backhand.
Keith posting in the chat room 3x super slings. Me,
3x super slings. Yes.
I got the super slings going.
I was thrilled to see super slings. I mean, anytime that you can use something that barbed wire has in it is just wonderful.
Oh my gosh. 250,000 plus a sling, too. They're not to be trifled with. There's the one. And get that back. Thank you. There we go.
Got the extra ball and
Yep, got the out-of-ball lit on the power jackpot.
How do you know the out-of-ball is lit? Is it just the orb?
So yeah, this one, it's the orb. For Trooper, you have to clear a drop bank. And for Mummy, it's the left ramp that we've seen.
Yes.
back to single ball play.
That's fine. Power pops.
Nice shot. Locked it all ball there. Nice nudging.
No, no, no. Alright, let's get that mummy lock. Mummy lock.
Ooh.
And off the mummy.
Off the mummy.
That was me.
Down the middle.
Well, let's try that again.
Those shots from upper flippers. You had that one there into the captive ball, and then Alexander had the one earlier where he fired it down the out lane from an upper flipper. Sometimes they end up in such weird places.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Double trigger from the spinner. I'll take it.
So he's got his 3 balls locked. He's gonna start his trooper.
So first thing I'm gonna try to do is clear that drop target bank just so I can have the out-of-ball ready. Also, just gonna put it out there, this is some of the best jackpot animations in a game I've seen in a while.
Yeah, they're pretty
Just
awesome.
straight up Eddie butchering soldiers left and right.
I think he has his out-of-ball.
That would be it.
That's it right there.
Yep. That also relights some of the shots, and when they relight in this game, they're worth 1x more.
Correct, yeah. You can get them all the way up to 5x.
Come on, super.
Big shot there if you can hit it.
Come on, Lewis.
A little
You
bit
can do it.
early.
We believe in you. Almost.
It's a hard shot.
But you can do it.
Oh, I'm gonna try. Don't get me wrong.
I had more luck hitting the super after backhanding it off of the extra ball target.
It's an interesting approach.
Well, he's in trooper right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's not going to do it.
No.
Ah, that's
The
definitely not
pain
going to
of
do it.
draining out of a multi-ball there. But
Yeah,
that
a
was a
little
very
painful.
nice comeback. Fred Cochran back into the booth.
I'm sure everybody's thrilled about that.
Oh, hello, Fred.
Hi, guys. So we got Brian Tessier, who said that he's going to hit 9 switches, then exit gracefully to the left. And,
I think he's going to get at least
He
10
needs
this ball.
10 switches this
10 switch hits. He'll beat me for 10 switch hits. So and
No,
then,
that ain't happening.
And then in the background here, we got we got DJ Rao back there. He's going to actually play Alexander Kazmarczyk, who won the first couple games during the first few games of the stream. He is going to play DJ for the unofficial Iron Maiden title.
That'll be our grudge match of the night.
I dig it.
We want to thank everybody for coming into the chat. And if we haven't already acknowledged it, Keith Elwin's in the chat. So if we have any questions about rules, which I probably will.
I think he got more than 45 at ball.
45 switches.
Congratulations on your success, Keith. The game
Weird.
looks great, plays great.
Yeah, Keith, I gotta hand it to you. This is exciting. And like I said, I wasn't so sure about Iron Maiden because I don't know much about the band. But you can step up to this game no matter who you are and have a blast with it. It looks great, plays great, it's fun. Love it.
Yeah, as you notice up on the screen right there, player 1 is putting his initials in for nothing because that was me.
Well, this is player 3.
And Ed, I'm not watching hockey right now because the Penguins won 5-0, I think.
Bullseye.
So I can go home and watch the NHL Network.
And I'll
You're welcome, Keith. I can go home and watch the highlights on the NHL Network tonight, Ed, knowing that I missed a shellacking of the Flyers, but it'll be okay. Series isn't over yet, though, so.
It isn't over yet. But unfortunately, I think my time here might be over because I need to go home and go to bed.
All right, if Lewis wants to step in and sit down in your seat, Chris,
Hey,
that would be fine.
great.
So you can go to bed?
Yeah, I need to go to bed.
So CDs is turning into Sleepy Ds at this point.
Yeah, I'm definitely Sleepy D's.
And we got Alexander and DJ Ryle who are going to play for the unofficial Iron Maiden Championship. We might actually re-theme his pickle trophy for an Iron Maiden trophy.
There you go. Well, guys, enjoyed cheering him on. Thanks a lot for showing up, and thanks for having me.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for coming out, buddy. And Evan, you can't be any more wrong when saying the Blue Jackets are going to win. Did you watch last year?
That's a foul. You shot too early.
But
we're already having
yeah, but Bobrovsky disappears whenever the Penguins play against him, Evan, so forget it. And we're going to bring Lewis back in. Lewis has clearly the most knowledge about this game other than Keith in our chat and or our booth. So,
hello there, everybody.
So Lewis had a nice comeback there. And
Yeah,
Alexander took a short plunge. What's he going for here? Let's
Safety.
see.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What's he going to shoot for?
There is still playfield validation, but so he can get a ball on a flipper and then start his ball save on kind of his terms.
Yeah. Well, you ended up with the orb.
Mm-hmm.
And then relit it quickly.
Yep, he's going to be attacking those drop targets and try to get trooper lit. If you complete that bank twice, that'll light all your locks for the first multi-ball.
I think he seems a little bit off right now, trying to refine the shots.
Yep. Well, while you're at
Nice
it, you
little
might as
shimmy.
well. He's going to work towards his Eddie letters, too. Try to work towards some mummy spellings. Just get everything in the game up and ready.
That outer orbit shot, not by to the left of the mini flipper, it's got a really unique return from that spot. It hits off the sling, it hits off the flipper, it hits off the plunge guide. It's really unpredictable.
And that makes for a great game.
Yeah, it's different every time it comes down there. So
this game has unpredictability without using magnets. It's remarkable. It's very well done.
All right, Lewis. So what's he going to go for here? He's clearly knows what he's doing here. So what's he going for?
He's going to take a sarcophagus lock so he can start working towards the second part of starting mummy multi-ball.
There goes the M for
I'd probably say he's
mummy.
going to take his last 2 locks here. That might be 2 right there, actually. Yep, there we go.
So how did that happen? They
So-
bounced back up?
The switch for the inner loop is the spinner. And if the spinner spins for long enough,
it'll award the other alarm.
Yeah, it'll just award you another inner loop.
Very nice.
That's something that Keith Elwin already mentioned he's going to program out at some point soon.
Oh, I got to take advantage of that soon then.
Yep.
That's the only way I get multi-ball. Pity multi-ball for Fred.
So Alexander already has his, there we go. His cannon shot from the drop targets. That will bring a ball back into play.
No.
It did not bring a ball back into play.
A little late.
I guess this has those Sega grace periods.
Time to get back to.
So Alexander, I know you're in the middle of a ball here, and the championship is on the line. But somebody in the chat room, they want to know what your dream pinball theme is.
This.
So Alexander says this. I thought he was going to say Domino's.
Oh no!
Yeah, McDonald's pinball.
McDonald's pinball, Hamburglar multi-ball. You know, it could be anything. But so I guess his dream game is made. Alexander is a Maiden fan. I know that because well, he wears the shirts all the time and sings the songs.
Yeah,
oh yeah, he's a huge
Yeah, he
Maiden
was
fan.
wearing the Maiden shirt at the circuit final.
He was representing.
He's got his first power mode done. Second one.
Ooh, tough double ball drain there.
He'll take his 3 letters for Mummy, and hopefully maybe we'll see him get back to it so we can see the second phase of Mummy.
Rapidly getting these locks for the
Yep. Loading up the cannon.
He got the EDD set up for Ed Zeltman. Since he's in the chat room, I give that to Ed Zeltman, EDD.
See where he goes with this.
We also got Tim Sexton in the chat room tonight, who
Nice.
did some work on this game.
It did some code. Congratulations to Tim being part of the team. And congratulations on your position at Stern, Tim.
Yeah, definitely from the second stream I watched, a lot of the, there's a lot of little things that even being with the company a few months, Tim has done to this game, and they're all amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, he almost popped it out of there. Nice. Nice try, Alexander. It looked like it was going to pop out, but then it decided to head down the outline there. So.
Oh, no.
Which character seems more distressed in a pinball game? Keith walking through the dark or Kevin Martin swimming?
Kevin Martin swimming?
Yeah.
He's in the Baywatch.
Baywatch.
Oh, you know what?
You can't tell
I've
that's
never seen
anybody.
that.
It's just like.
It's just dot matrix.
I think it does actually say Kevin, though.
Well, actually, it would be great if he would have had his beard at that point. Then it would have been easy to discern Kevin because his beard would have kept him floating.
But then why would he need being saved?
Just because of dramatic effect.
I mean, if you have the chance for David Hasselhoff to come into the water and rescue you, wouldn't you want to be saved?
I'd rather have him sitting on top of the Berlin Wall. I'd prefer that. Evan Bingham gives you a congratulations, DJ, on your victory over at Cactus Jacks.
Thanks, homie. Appreciate that.
That might be the next musical pin, Hasselhoff.
Oh, my God.
Hasselhoff.
Or Shatner.
I'll tell you what, if either one of those come out, I quit playing pinball.
Well, now we know how to get rid of Fred.
Well, the likelihood of somebody investing millions of dollars into making either one of those come to pass is probably, you know.
All it takes is a retheme.
You just do it on a cardboard box. That'll be fun.
I mean, besides, William Shatner already has a game. William Shatner's Tech War.
I don't even know what that is. What is it?
It's a computer game from the 90s. It wasn't the greatest thing. It was all right, but it's not your Doom, your Quake, your Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh, so they went on the first-person shooter type.
Yeah.
Ooh, double out lanes, but he'll get both of those back. So the ramps are lit, but I don't know if it's lit from an add-a-ball on the left.
No, that's still Flight
yellow.
of Icarus.
Right, that's what I thought.
Eddie's still flying around with his flamethrower in the background here.
Logan Henderson in the chat wants to know if this table is any good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It is good, Logan. Get a chance to play it nearby. Definitely put some time on it. Lots of fun.
Actually, that people being able to play games before others. I know Jim Belceda's been saying that the West Coast hasn't received them yet, which it had me thinking. For whatever reason, I keep getting Magic the Gathering ads. I guess maybe they have another set coming out, but that reminded me of back in playing in pre-releases. Could Pinball have the same thing where maybe there's like code locked until a certain day, then everybody gets the machines and everyone plays on equal footing in a release tournament? Could something like that ever happen?
I'm not 100% sure. I was just thinking all the cool stuff that Dominaria is bringing out for MTG, but
I mean, obviously, people buying this game for locations, they'll want something, but you could have like dummy code with multi-balls and enough to play the game and be entertained with it until the release time.
that's true.
Yeah, Tim chimes in. He goes, sadly, I don't think anyone wants a nerfed game, PD. But Pete likes to think outside the box. Likes to have fun with it.
I was like, when we had the Guardians release here, that was the first time I had played it. I knew Lewis had played tons of it, and the results were predictable. He destroyed me. Woo!
Thanks, DJ.
I'm not sure what that was. That was not Bruce Dickinson singing.
Uh-oh.
So the match so far has lived up to the hype, man. We got
Oh,
49 to 45.
Yep.
DJ's going for loop jackpot there. He just lit up Eddie.
Yep.
I can't do it.
And that's bad. Ooh, nice save.
If that loop jackpot's timing down right now. So you guys know how that one works, right?
Power outlane on DJ. But he
Good ball,
takes the
though.
lead on young Alexander.
He does.
54-49.
So we're going to have to see what Alexander does here to come back. So what are you going to go for here on your ball, Alexander?
I guess like my next mode, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
It's only a 13-minute song. We'll be okay. We got plenty of time.
There should really be a bonus if you actively play out 13 minutes and 31 seconds of that multi-ball.
I think Alexander just did the Congo plunge there. Thought there was a kicker on the left out lane. Skill shot. Maybe you can we can code that into the game later at a later date. Little super skill shot.
There was already one in the game. He takes two dangers there.
I just like that loop right there. It's just like Congo.
Death blow for $500,000.
I'm convinced the death blow is from Seinfeld.
I mean, it's like end of the line.
It's the death blow. There goes some spinner rips.
There goes some guitar licks.
Started his third power mode.
And we're going to hear about some Ancient Mariners today.
All right, here we go.
It's a big shot here. Try to put it back up at the target.
Get the albatross, Alexander.
Yeah, shoot it right in the bullseye. Albatross in the bullseyes?
7:15. Got the albatross. Falls right into the ocean. Or the sea. So now he's got to shoot the blue shots to steer the boat in the right direction.
Yep. He wants to try to get back to that target. And he's got about like 5-10 seconds every time he makes a shot to make another shot, or else the boat veers back off course.
Who would have thought you were going to, drive a boat while playing Iron Maiden Pinball?
Stern?
Not me. That's why I'm sitting here and not working for Stern. So we got the revive. He's working towards his outlane saves.
Finishes power targets there to light the extra ball.
Yeah, he was telling me off air, one of his last games, he only needed one more mode to get to 2 minutes to midnight. He was really disappointed, so I'm hoping that that's his ultimate goal here and he can pull it off.
There's the extra ball.
And there's a sarcophagus lock, so he can get back towards Mummy 2. another nice little shot. The backhand into that captive ball.
It's cool. Like, if you shoot up that look at this loop champion there, baby. You shoot up that center shot, you would think it kind of would die like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It just automatically rockets to the right and goes back to the upper flipper.
Yep.
Keeps the game flowing. There's really hardly any time where the actual game is sitting still.
And if Alexander can keep that combo up, there's some big points coming here.
He's gonna do it. I just know it. He's dialed.
Boom. Boom.
He's dialed. Again, if he holds that flipper or leaves the flipper down and makes that shot, he'll get 2 times the value instead of 1 time.
Not at that point.
He bails out there to start aces high, multi-ball mode.
Yep.
It's probably a good choice.
Yeah, at that point, he was going for the jackpot cashes. So every time you light the loop jackpot, it's the sum of all the previous loop shots you've made. And then as you keep shooting the loop, you get 1 times your jackpot, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And it can get pretty big.
This multi-ball ended quickly there, unfortunately.
Yeah, the screen had that.
But he's already working towards another one. On this battlefield, no one wins.
No one did win in that aces high multi-ball.
Do.
Okay, 1 mode left to go.
Yup. Spinner mode.
Go for those spinners, baby.
First of all, he's got to get spell Eddie.
He's going to light Ed Zeltman again.
Yup.
Nice little nudge. He likes that combo. It's serving him well. He's up to 133. Wow.
That's
Mummy multi-ball.
orbits out of the way.
Nice. He's got that combo down pat.
Oh yeah. He's got his.
What's that flashing orange light right there, Lewis, on the left?
That's the power jackpot.
Okay, there it was. Okay, I thought it was purple for some reason. Okay.
There's a power jackpot bank, and the more power shots you make, like shots towards your power modes, it adds to the bank, and every time you complete one, it adds 1x back, or 1x onto your jackpot. So I can get 100 million huge if you save it.
Mommy jackpot.
Another awesome risk reward element of this game.
Yup. You don't pay it out, you drain, it's gone.
Yep, there he started his power ramp, so he finished
power pops.
the power pop, so 8 ramps to go.
Oh, nice nudge.
And 1 mode to go.
Yeah, if he lines himself up.
Oh.
And 2 balls to go.
Yeah, if he can get himself into Trooper and cash in the Trooper Super, we might be seeing some pretty crazy things coming down the line here.
And he's going for the short plunge again. There's D.
Another Ed Zeltman leather.
Yeah.
So we're looking at where he's at right now. 1 mode away from.
Nice.
There's his last mode towards 2 minutes to midnight. 5 ramps away from Cyborg Multi-Ball.
Each of those ramps was huge there, both adding Eddie letters and working towards the Cyborg multi-ball.
Yup. Then all he has to do is get a Super Jack and the 2 main multi-balls, and he actually might be able to battle the Beast tonight.
Now, if he
got the double neck guitar combo.
Could he time this mode out, or is it programmed in that if you don't hit anything, the timer stop?
The timer will stop, and also for every second you have left on this mode, if you complete it, you get another 1,000,000 points. But right now, Alexander is dialed into that ramp there for that Cyborg.
1 ramp to go.
There it is. There's the Power Jack. He just has to cash in the Power Jack.
Oh.
1 ball to do it.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice. Puts lots of pressure on DJ.
Oh yeah.
No pressure. DJ's cool as a cucumber.
I'm cool as a pickle.
Oh, that's true. You are. That is a pickle trophy. I forgot.
They have the biggest pickles in
Left alone.
the South.
My mind was
Oh,
blank.
it's so close.
I needed time to think to get the memories from my mind. I gotta stop singing.
Fear of the dark.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, but I can talk lyrics
really
like
the
just
one
like
I
Bruce
want,
Dickinson, but I'm not singing like Bruce.
Ah. And there's power targets. Second power will get you that extra ball.
Also lit his revives.
Yep.
Tim chimed in and said that by missing that shot, there's 16 million on the table.
What shot did I miss?
Not you.
Not you,
Oh,
Alexander.
Alexander.
You never miss 16 million.
You don't have
point
anything
shots.
built
Never.
up that high, right?
Never,
Exactly.
ever, ever.
You and your pickle. Pickle trophy.
No.
So on a game with Salus spinners, this mode can get huge.
I was just informed by Doug, who is not here. He's in Ohio on a work assignment. He says I'm no John Replical when it comes to singing. and I replied with no kidding.
Yep.
So, but I don't care. I'll embarrass myself. Cheap laughs.
Run, Elwin, run.
Keith was kind of running slow there. I'd be running a little bit faster, Keith. He knows what he's doing now.
Yeah, DJ didn't deserve the full-on sprint yet.
Nah, I didn't do enough.
It's always there.
Did I want to do that? Probably not.
One of the greatest yells in metal history.
Like so. Ooh.
Oh, he is not loop champion like Alexander Kazmarczyk.
Okay.
Keith runs faster if DJ hits the shots.
Yes.
So in a backwards kind of way, DJ wanted Keith to get caught.
Okay.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
We got this play field with all this red blinking, a red question mark, and a red insert above the modes.
All right, so what is this?
What is this place?
What is this? Big question mark.
It's a big question mark, I'll tell you that. It's
I see.
Cyborg.
It's what is this? What is this? It's a bunch of stuff. What do we got going on, Tim? Keith? Somebody tell us. I don't know.
You're trying to complete all of a shot type right now. So all the blinking triangles. So you need to complete all the shot types. So all the blinking triangles are the shot types you haven't shot yet. So he hasn't shot a ramp and he hasn't shot an orbit.
Okay.
Once he shoots a ramp and an orbit, he'll light the super jackpot.
Nice
All
pass
right,
over
so
there.
Tim confirms that is a cyborg multi-ball.
Yep.
Alexander with some great tip overs and a little bit of a rough
Now
cradle separation, but that's okay.
Yeah, and the multi-ball hasn't ended.
Is that a ball stuck somewhere?
It might be.
Might have one at the top of the loop.
Play on. This is in tournament
There.
settings. Oh, there it goes.
There
It was
it
in the
is.
trough. Okay.
Okay, now what does he need to do?
He can shoot ramps for 2 minutes to midnight. He can shoot the drop targets for Trooper.
Okay, so he needs to spell Eddie again.
Yes. You need to spell Eddie again to get the 6th mode.
Ooh,
Wow.
that was nice.
I would have dropped that.
Oh.
Well, DJ steps up. His extra ball's on the table right now. He's got his.
You know
first
I'm
tomb
trying to
treasure, too.
plunge that extra ball first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do
it's
something
pretty
because you're
smart
getting
decision.
stomped on right now. Do
Yeah,
something. Even if
Changing the
it's wrong.
song isn't going to help any.
He's going to shoot the back. He's going to backhand that target now.
Can I
Is he?
backhand that target?
You can backhand
Yeah,
that target,
I did.
man. Come on.
There you go.
There it is.
All right.
Nice.
Extra ball, skill shot. Got some cheddar.
Better. Oh, ace is high is ready to go. Come on, baby.
Get it slow down and make the shot. There it is.
Uh-oh, multiplier.
So he's got 3
Yeah,
times
3x
multiplier
yes.
going.
Not to put any pressure on you, DJ, but Evan Bingham said he's never seen you make a comeback.
What? Did he not watch Cleveland 2 years ago?
He probably watched it live.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that. He said he's seen this many times.
Oh, jeez.
What was that? I've seen that many
Well
times. That was
played.
terrible. Got 3 times multiplier for that. That was weak.
Weak sauce. I got a 3x jackpot lid here if I can grab it. Ah.
Yeah, you got your ball save.
Using the ball save wisely. And the add a ball.
You can always keep this multiplier alive just by shooting the multiplier target.
What's that worth? 16?
Pick an X, any X.
17.
Safe.
Now-
Safe.
Oh,
Oh, that's gone.
Now, when is the tomb lit?
I wonder if there's a way to
You mean for the
extend that
jackpot?
3x timer. Do you know?
Just keep hitting X targets.
Really?
Yeah. Every X target you hit's 5 seconds.
Oh, what the heck, man? Why didn't I do that?
Because you were too busy timing it out. That's why.
So what'd you say again, Petey?
Well, when is the tomb lit?
The jackpot?
That right loop shot that was awarded 15
Oh, the
million.
tomb treasure.
Yes.
Whenever you complete whenever you do enough progress in a mode, or you get a super jackpot on one of the multi-balls, you get tomb treasure. And there's 8 unique tomb treasures in the game.
What was that shot?
The 2 we've seen so far are the 15 million and the super pops. Or sorry, super slings.
Are they in a random order?
Nope. They are in a predetermined order like AC/DC's stuff.
So, my thought would be, has DJ already got the 15 million, and did he do enough during his mode to have it lit?
He just did that 3 times in a row. Did you see what he
I can
did?
tell you exactly what he just did.
That was
I
awesome.
think he pretty much has given himself a good shot of bonus.
It
right
was
there.
It was 2.7 million just for completing that. But basically, he held the left upper flipper up, and it caught the top of the 3rd target, and then just cascaded down to sweep the targets 3 times in a row.
And not only that, his orb is at max right now, so that is some powerful mystery he can play with. Or and also got 4x bonus.
Okay.
And Tim says that is huge. Oh my! Hey, thanks for straightening the game. It actually is straight now. And don't worry, you got that back.
All the security is now gone, but lots of good stuff lit here.
Start a
power feature.
Yeah, you still got the extra ball too, so.
So he got the power ramps just by hitting that orb right there, and doing all of those drop targets.
10 million in bonus. He needs 8.
Saucy bonus.
Run to the hills. I'm not gonna get 10 million shooting like that, DJ. Let's go, man.
I feel like
ball 1.
He went to the well. He wanted to do that sweep again.
I did.
That's all right. It worked a bunch of times before. Oh, nice nudge.
Very. He was aware that was in danger and made the move way before it even got there. Beautifully done.
So this is a good example. Like if you watch players play, he tried to make the inner spinner shot and then tried to do the combo shots that Alexander was doing. He's been trying to pull off that thing. So he picked up on that and tried to utilize it in his game.
Yep. And just like I was talking about the spinner earlier right now, giving you double locks, the spinner also gives you double eddy letters.
Oh, nice.
If you hit it hard enough.
See if he survives. He did. Jake did a good job of installing the tilt bob, not so much on the leveling of the game. So they say right orbit. Right orbit. Zachary Parks says right orbit.
Yeah, I'm
Evan Bingham says, come on, dingus.
I thought lock was cool, but all right.
I mean, you got a lock. It's on the right orbit.
Yeah, I know.
Now everything's over there.
So whenever Zachary Parks tells you, and we tell you, then we might be on to something.
Oh! And he tilted away.
And Purgatory Eddie tells you that you failed because you couldn't hit the right orbit.
Or just drain without nudging.
You just got to create drama. That's what it's all about. Just create more drama.
That was good content right
And-
there. We'll have 10,000 views by the end of the week.
And Alexander wins by 90 points or something.
So Evan Bingham calls him Melvin. I'm not sure what Melvin means, but you're now Melvin. So, but
Darn it, Melvin.
so
It was a great game between those two.
we'd love to sit here and play pinball all night, but some of us has to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna say our goodbyes here. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in for this off night special edition of PAPAtv, streaming the new Iron Maiden. Playing it the little bit that I did is pretty impressive, and then watching these guys who can actually play pinball, it looks like a winner right out of the box. So
My first time touching it, and I can't wait to touch it again. It's a remarkable game. Well
So-
done by Keith and everyone at the Stern staff.
we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Pete and Lewis, DJ, Jake. Who's behind me here? James. Alexander, CDs, who was here earlier. And then thanks to Tim and Keith for chiming in the chat room. Thanks to the Pens for disposing of the Flyers tonight, 5-0.
Woo.
And we will see you guys again next Monday at our regular time, 7:30, with Doctor Who and what was that called again?
Solar
Ride.
Solar Ride.
So, again, for everybody here, we want to thank you again, and we'll see you next Monday. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night.